stream. You guys are picking me up.
Gun for the Necromancer? The gun specifically for that Necromancer? That Necromancer.
That Necromancer.
All I can think of is that Kronk meme where he's like, where it was like the picture of the college kids just drinking. Hold up.
Yeah. It's the Kronk.
Us and Amity traveled together for a couple of weeks before we made it to town. So they know the broad strokes, at least, of each other's backstories.
Aha! I found my bottle opener. I have cider.
Hello.
Hello.
Here we go. I'm putting in general. There it is. This meme.
Is a meme? That is
Emperor's New Grooves memes. I appreciate it.
I wish there was an easy way to. Hang on. We're making a Discord source for because we just went live. Window capture. Add source.
I'm telling the people my free company are streaming.
The Discord, yes. And now everyone can see the meme. Fit to screen. Thank you. This is the
right. I'm back. Is everybody ready?
Welcome back. I'm good to go.
Hang on. Why is this? This is not the right window. Oh, for God's sake.
Harmonious Skeleton Guard. Okay.
I have two. Okay. What the hell?
I'm ready. I have my emotional support dice.
Oh.
What is that?
I have my emotional support bottle of water.
Oh, dice.
Yeah. It's a jade.
Very nice.
Jade, nice.
Yeah. So, Noah, are you ready? You're still trying to.
No, I'm ready to go.
Okay, cool.
We are live on the internet. Sean shared a meme with us. Half my screen is blocked from my dinner.
All right.
Nice. So, yes. As you remember, as we last left off, you had tracked a Necromancer, one that Carnifex is very familiar with, back to what seemed to be a crypt hidden under some leaves that seemed to have been deliberately packed on there. And where we left off, you opened the door. The Necromancer gave you a brief speech about how he's found some kind of great magical power that he believes lies right behind the door that you see in front of you through the room. And Amity, you also detected some kind of great magic coming from this room. But before that, the Necromancer's attacking, so we're all going to roll initiative.
Yay!
I forgot a fork.
All right.
Kicking it off.
Initiative.
Yep.
Oh, a decent roll from Kit Kats for
There it
once.
is. This
no.
is over. I'm.
Oh, wait. Which one is me? Oh, wow, I suck.
Oh, God. I also got a decent initiative.
It starts with the right person. Yeah, it did. All right, sweet. All right. So, first up is the Selfish Skeleton Guard. Now, you see the Necromancer, like, right as combat began, motion to all his minions and say, "Shield me." And the minions seem to be taking some kind of defensive posture around the Necromancer. So this skeleton is actually just going to go here and stay. And Kid and Cat.
Wonderful.
All right. So let me check. Speech 25. That's great. So Kit and Cats, first thing, they're just going to, with their sword and shield in hand, going to steadily advance, take the 4. The game is currently paused, by the way.
Oh, unpause.
There we go.
Sorry about that.
So first action, gonna move up here. Second act, who do we have? Thinking about, yeah, this makes sense. Second action, gonna move even further, right up into the face of these skeletons. And then third action, she's gonna try and take a swipe at the one directly in front of her.
Okay.
Do a big overhead with that executioner sword she's got. So let's that do it? Hello. There it is.
Just put it in the
Strike.
chat. All right, unfortunately, whiffs right past the skeleton. And that's 3, right?
Yep, that's my 3.
Turuk.
All right. No. Turk is. Can you move through people's spaces in this version in 2E?
Yes.
Allies.
Your ally space.
Yeah, if it's an
No,
enemy,
No, I'm
you
gonna
have to do
fucking
it.
shoulder check.
If it's an enemy, you have to tumble through check. But for an ally, it's fine.
Okay, one using my movement to kind of book it into here first.
Mm-hmm.
And then seeing this, Turk is going to stomp his foot and strike a pose and activate Stoked Flame Stance.
All right. Do you need me to put that one? You got it.
No, I got it. And then, for my next action, I'm going to stride again. 2. 1, 2. Three and 5. Actually, no, 6 because I get a movement bonus while I'm in it.
That's
That is
right.
my
Alright.
turn. That is my turn.
Perfect. Okay. Necromancer's up. Necromancer surveys the room, and he sees that Kid and Cat is kind of waylaid by the skeletons here, but Turuk seems like he's trying to get around. He looks at you, Turuk, and for a moment you feel a sense of fear entering you.
Oh shit.
So I'm gonna need... That's it. A will save.
Will save. Okay. There's your will save.
All right, so that is a failure.
Oh,
You feel yourself gripped with fear as the Necromancer chants some arcane words. You are frightened too. Now with the Necromancer's last action, he's going to cast Shield. And that is the Necromancer's turn. Artifacts.
Don't wait till after Amity.
Okay. Do I move you down in the initiative order?
Yeah. You would. I think you move to the next person and then drag me below
All right, let
where
me
I
see.
want to be. I think.
There.
There you go.
All right. Okay, so next is the short-tempered zombie.
I love these
So
rings.
this one is going to move 1, which is one of its 2 actions.
Oh, they
Then
only
it's
get
going
2
to-
actions.
They're permanently slowed 1. Yeah, zombies.
That makes sense.
Yep. Kid and Cat, it attempts to bite into your shoulder, but it's slow. You're kind of easily able to evade away. All right, Harmonious Skeleton Guards right next to Kid and Cat. It's armed with a scimitar.
In scimitar?
First attack. Scimitar? Yeah, I don't know. Whatever it's called. Alright, first strike misses, but the second strike connects. You Kid and Cat. Are you able to do anything? Take the damage.
They'll just take the damage.
Okay. 3 damage.
Also, you are rolling privately on the stuff, by the way.
Oh, let me change that for this. It was a 20 to hit if you're curious, and the last strike misses.
Has anybody hit anything today?
The skeleton just hit me once.
Besides that. Okay, so I am... That's not what I wanted to do. I just wanted to... There we go. I have I'm gonna quick effects. And I'm gonna cast Purifying Icicle on the Necromancer. Target button. It's like I have to relearn everything over again. Attack. Oh.
Nice.
So I haven't hit anything either today.
Yeah, unfortunately, the icicle just whizzes past the necromancer and sinks into the door behind him.
This fight isn't off to a great start.
I think the only person who's made any hits is that one zombie on Kit Kat.
Now, to be fair, I think it's going great, because Kit Kats have been attacked 4 times, and only one of them is hit, for 3 damage.
It's going great. So on the other hand, we haven't made any inroads on them.
That's fine.
Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Purifying Icicles in 2 actions.
Alright, I think you guys are able to end your own turn in the combat tracker, by the way.
Yeah, you have to actually go over to the encounter tab, and I think there's a button for it, I believe. Oh no, that's right, it is in the encounter tracker, excuse me.
Hey, I have a question. Sean, you probably know. Can you split a move? Like, can I take part of my move, cast a spell, and finish?
No.
Okay.
5e thing.
Then I'm gonna move to here. Oh, that's better. I'm gonna turn around to Carnifex, and cast Magic Weapon.
Okay.
On one of the pistols.
On whichever pistol you seem to have easiest for me to reach.
Well, I draw as part of initiative, so I would have drawn Judge this time.
Then on Judge.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Alright. Carnifex.
1 second. Okay, so 10 paces triggers. I can step 10 feet this turn.
Uh-huh.
He's going to step to here, and he's going to have cover. So what he's going to do will these provide cover if I'm shooting over them, or are they just kind of a couple feet up?
They're like 3
Chest high?
feet tall, so if you knelt behind it, it would.
Okay, sweet. Because take cover is a fun action.
So Iska can't see over them.
No, they're 2 feet taller than Iska.
It's because 1 feet tall?
All right,
I'm
so
3 foot 2.
Carnifex is then going to move 10. Move to here, and he's going to take a shot at the Necromancer.
Okay.
Oh, no ammunition
You're like-
assigned.
Okay.
There we go.
You have line of sight? I guess you could say you're
I do.
shooting around the pillar.
I do. So the way it works is you have to be able to draw from 2 corners and determine whether it has cover or not.
Gotcha.
So I can draw the bottom right corner and the top right corner between me and his square.
I see it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
What do you mean it's not loaded? There we go. And we're going to fire as my 3rd action.
Oh, a hit.
Nice.
Alright, that is a hit. He's gonna use shield reaction.
Oh.
You'll block it.
Yeah, to try to blunt some of the damage.
If he does that, he can't use shield rest of the combat. Just
Okay.
If
It's
it
gonna
breaks
break
the
his
shield,
shield.
I think.
no, it is period.
Oh, okay.
Even if it, yeah.
If you use shield block, you can't use
Block.
it again for 10 minutes.
Oh. Basically,
It's
rest
a spell
So-
and you can't cast it again for a while.
Your bullet does collide with him, but you see like just a blue light shatter, and the bullet ricochets off, not doing any damage. Is that it? Your turn.
Yep, that's it.
Okay. All right, next up, Zombie Shambler. It's going to move here. All right, now it's Selfish Skeleton Guard's turn. Also just going to attack the very convenient Kitting Cat here. First attack is a hit. Scimitar slashes into you for 3 damage. Next attack. Oh my god, a natural 20.
Oh no.
8 damage. And going for it again. Miss. Alright, Kitting Cat still standing, but you've definitely been hurt.
Yeah, this is... she finds herself in a very fun position, but she's going to try to be brave. So, first thing she's going to do is still trying to pay back that first skeleton who she so horribly missed. She is going to try and whack it once again.
Okay.
For her first action.
Hit.
That's a hit. And it's damage.
Okay.
Um,
yeah, the skeleton just crumbles under massive hit.
Wonderful. She's going to attempt to relive that magic and go for the second one as well.
Sword whooshes by the skeleton.
All right. For her third action, she is going to... Zombie definitely doesn't have it. Skeleton might. She is going to attempt to disengage and move back.
Okay.
And if that's okay, that's where her turn ends.
Yeah, but neither of them do anything.
Wonderful.
All right, Taruk, you are frightened too, but it's your turn.
Turok. First action, step.
Okay.
Second action, move all the way back to here. And then is it an action to take cover?
Yes. It's action to take cover. You get a +2 bonus to AC unless it counts as greater cover.
Turk is like stumbles back and then dashes behind a pillar and like just kind of like slams himself behind it. And if anyone can see, he is absolute panic in his eyes.
All right.
That is the end of my turn.
Quick rules check. Frightened, it bleeds off like 1 each turn, right?
One
Yep.
each. Yep.
Unless it gives a listed duration otherwise.
Yeah.
Let me make sure it actually did that, and then it's the Necromancer's. Yeah, it did it automatically. All right, sweet. All right, so Turk hiding now. Necromancer's turn. So Necromancer kind of surveys the field here. Let me check some quick ranges. That is not what I wanted to do.
I don't like that range.
So Amity, the Necromancer looks at you and starts chanting a spell.
Ooh.
I don't like it.
Okay. So I'm going to need a Fortitude save.
That's
Targets one
I like
creature with a
that.
skeleton.
That's a 1E spell.
new. I want that spell. Where do I get that spell?
Good
Arcane.
roll. All right.
That's not my good save.
So basic Fortitude save. Let me just make sure.
I want to shake people's bones.
Rattle me bones.
Okay, take half damage.
You gotta
All
roll
right,
your damage.
so yeah, you're just gonna take half damage from this. Let's see what it does. Ouch.
Most terrifying spell. Animate skeleton
Okay.
that's inside someone's body.
So you feel like not your skin, but your actual bones, just like a hand is like crushing your bones as your whole body vibrates. You're able to partially resist it, but you do take like a large amount of damage.
Yes, I do.
All right, and the Necromancer, he's got 1 action left, and he's just gonna move back here.
Oh no!
All right. One of the zombies turns. So these zombies are now going to attempt to move out a bit. What's your speed, zombie? 25. All right. Zombie chasing the wounded kit and cat attempts to bite. But just almost falls on its face, missing horribly. Iska.
Okay, so... Sorry, my hands are greasy. I am gonna move up further because I can't see shit. Oh.
Okay.
Excellent, now I can see everything. And I am going to target the Kit Kats. For some heals.
All right.
The 30-foot version.
Okay.
Action heal versus living.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boxcar. Well, not
hell yeah.
but
16 points! And that's
Heal
all of my
that.
first level spells.
All your wounds close up, getting that with that pretty spectacular healing spell.
Oh, bless you, Iska.
Welcome. This gives you it. Oh wait, no, hang on. What's the fucking Russian accent? You're welcome.
There you go.
All right.
It was literally
Amity, you're still feeling like kind of shaken from that assault, but it's your turn.
Amity, I'm gonna step 5 feet forward.
Okay.
And I'm gonna reach up and grab the locket I've been wearing. And as a free action, I'm going to drain it and get magic weapon back.
Okay.
And then... So that gets you back. You're ungassed. How do I mark that this is back?
I think if you just like click it again as though you're using it, it'll just like set it back to unused. I think.
Yeah, it's
There's
not
a
letting me.
plus next to it. Restore it there. I did it for you.
Thank you.
Sure.
So I will cast it on your sword, Kitten Cat. And as I reach out and like put my hand over your hand on the hilt of the sword, I just look over and say, fuck him up.
Aye, ma'am.
All right.
I'm gonna retcon that I stepped here, not straight ahead.
That's not a big deal.
Yeah. That's my turn.
All right. Carnifex.
do the Raconteurs reload? Reloading judge.
Insulting people.
No, actually, I'm going to interact reload the deception check. I'm going to deception to attempt to create a diversion, so I would be hidden to the Necromancer.
Okay. Roll.
Probably fails. It's against his will DC. No,
Okay,
perception
fine.
DC. Sorry.
I mean, you don't know, right? So.
Yeah, I don't personally know.
Gotcha.
Out of character, I know that probably fails.
Out of character, you look at the numbers and go, oof.
We need to clear a path first, so I'm going to take out this zombie shambler in front of me. Because I see that Kitten Cat's sword is now glowing. I'm gonna shoot the zombie shambler in front of them.
That is a hit. Alright. You take a big hunk of rotting flesh out of the zombie shambler, but it's still just kind of
The
standing
third
there.
action, I'm going to Raconteurs reload again.
Okay. What are you doing with it? Anything?
I'm going to attempt to demoralize the Necromancer.
Okay.
Should be an intimidation.
Or this is will DC, right?
Yes, this is will DC. Then
All
I
right.
believe on a success, he's frightened 1.
On a failed, he's frightened 1. On a fail, he's frightened 1.
On a success, he's frightened 1. I succeeded because it's my intimidation versus his will DC.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
They don't have opposed checks anymore, so.
That's right. Okay, yeah, he does seem a little set back by that.
The ends of Galarian couldn't stop me.
Well, that was a great delivery. Very inspiring. 4 out of 10.
All right. Zombie Shambler's turn. Since you guys are hanging back, not right up on the Necromancer now, this one is going to try to come down. I think he's going to make it, though. That's it.
Oh shit.
All right. Skeleton Guard. This one's also going to go forward. Yeah, and Carnifex, he's going for you.
Alright.
Alright, runs up to you. Takes a slash with the scimitar.
And connects.
I'm going to use my reaction.
Okay.
Glimpse of Redemption. An enemy triggers my ally, and both are within 15 feet of me. So, he has to choose. Is he either going to not do damage at all, or is he going to do reduced damage and also be enfeebled too? And I think we get the scene of him bringing down his skeletal sword and just like this flash of a better life briefly in his skeletal eyes as he reconsiders what he's doing to this innocent cowboy.
Yes, absolutely. He doesn't have the mental capacity to stop the attack, so he just goes through with it, and he's going to take the enfeebled too.
Okay.
Now, what exactly does this do in terms of damage reduction?
So when roll your damage. Carnifex has resistance to this equal to 2 plus my level, so Carnifex takes 3 off of that for free.
Okay.
And then now the skeleton is enfeebled too.
All right. Yeah, so you can see the skeleton does look like it's suddenly struck by some kind of weakness, and it's looking around a little confused, as much as an undead minion can. It does still have 1 action left, though, and it is going to try to shoot for the fences here and attack again. And it misses horribly.
Misses by 15, Jesus.
Uh-huh.
Enfeebled.
All right. Kit and
That'll-
Cat, obviously feeling cornered. Actually, for safety, the first action Kit and Cat are going to do are take a 5-foot step out of this flank that they find themselves in.
Mm-hmm.
Their second action, they're going to swing for the just rev up that sword and take a big swing at the one right next to Amade. So let's see how this does. Whew. Oh, critical. Thank you.
All right, yeah, big hit. Just like you take almost half of the zombie's torso off, but it's still kind of, his spinal cord is still intact, and it's still just like standing there on a thread, not gone yet. What do you do next?
Let me think. The Kit Kats are going to attempt to split the love around and go for the taking the swing through to the zombie up front.
Okay. All right, which unfortunately you were a little off balance from that first attack, and it doesn't connect.
That's all right. And that will end my turn.
All right.
All right. Oh boy. Turek is just kind of sitting behind that pillar, just kind of fully hyperventilating and muttering something to himself in a language I don't think any of you would understand. Yeah, he's just muttering something to himself in Strix over and over again, and actions.
Frightened 1 isn't paralyzed, or Frightened 2 wasn't even paralyzed in fear. It's just your little.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
I'm aware. This is a narrative thing.
Does he do
What?
anything, or
Would he do anything?
like if you want, you can roll an optional will save.
I will
It's up to you.
roll an optional will save
Okay.
to see. And I will let you. No.
Yeah. No, the DC that I had set for it, you would have succeeded that.
All right. So Turk just kind of like manages to get himself together, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's gonna move there, and then does he have enough movement to get? How elevated is the Necromancer?
I think we just watched him step right up.
Yeah, it's like a 1 foot tall raised foyer
All right.
thing.
So then, yeah, if it would stop, if it would stop moving, what I'm trying to do is, yeah, I have enough movement. I'm going to use my movement to use my second action to get up here,
There you go.
and then for my final action, target the Necromancer. I'm going to attempt to grapple.
Okay.
So that is still going to be at a -1 from frightened, but it's worth a shot. It's a 16, beat his fortitude save.
It does. Yeah,
Oh,
the Necromancer, his kind of thin, sallow skin almost slips out of your grasp, but you're able to hold him steady. He is grappled.
and with that, I'll say that since this is the turn where his fear goes away, Turk, like, I say that like Turk seeing like he still can do this. Like the fear, at least for now, burns away as he gets a renewed vigor.
Okay.
And that is the end of his turn.
All right.
And the Necromancer was grabbed.
Yeah, the Necromancer's grabbed, and in fact, it's going to be the Necromancer's turn. So Necromancer's like, trying to get out. But he can cast spells, right? With somatic components.
It's a
still?
DC 5 flat check. Real
Flat check?
use it. I believe it's DC 5. You can see the specifics. If you click the grab.
All right, the Necromancer, despite being grabbed, he is able to move his fingers in a very particular way. And Turuk, you feel bolts of energy kind of like welling up under this figure you grabbed.
Oh shit.
Not that way. Let me redo that. The wrong person targeted. Don't
Yes,
target
please.
yourself. There we go.
All right.
Okay, so 3 magic missiles slam against you.
Ow.
So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, a total of 12 damage.
Oh, he
Turek,
mad.
yeah, Turek is not looking good.
Yeah, Turuk is definitely looking worse for wear, but you are still able to maintain your grasp on the Necromancer.
Yeah.
And it's now the short-tempered zombie shambler who's going to just attack. The Necromancer's kind of too occupied to give these things any type of mental commands for flanking, so all it knows is eat. All right, Kid and Cat, the zombie shambler's jaws sink into you, like ripping away a portion of the flesh around your like shoulder chest area, and it is going to attempt to punch you next, which misses. Yeah, so 11 damage on the jaw attack. Iska.
All right. I am going. Well, I'm out of first level spells. So I am going to target Disrupt Undead. It's versus a save DC of. He has to make a fortitude save, basically.
Okay. And who is this against?
Unholy Shock, the zombie ship. I can. Oh, so I think
Natural one.
Ooh. So it takes double
Oh.
damage. Well, it takes double.
Yeah. Fortunately, I have a +1 modifier to it, so.
Double damage and is enfeebled 1.
Not that it matters. All right, yeah, the zombie shambler just kind of like you see that this positive, like bright light enter it, and the entire zombie shambler
Oh
just kind
shit!
of like
I didn't mean to do
turns
that.
to ashes.
Oh no.
What did you not mean to do?
I hit double just to see what would happen because you said it took
Oh,
2
so-
damage and it was supposed to take 5.
It's took 10 damage.
And instead, for whatever dumbass reason, it damaged me. Oh, I can end my turn. I didn't realize that. I did not mean to click on that. I'm just full of dumb.
I think it just said takes 2 damage. That's how much HP the thing had left.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, I only have 1 action left. That way. Oh, I can't see
Alright.
shit that way. Fuck.
Yeah, that's
That. Yes.
okay.
More or less. And now the stream can't see shit, but that is fine.
See what you see. All right, Amity.
Could be
I
cast
don't get
shield finally.
You cast him? Shield.
Shield.
Okay.
And then electric arc on the zombie and the skeleton that are left.
Okay.
So reflex saves from them, please.
Yep. Fail and crit fail.
Nice.
Who crit failed? Short-tempered. Good for you, because they have more hit points.
And
Oh.
that's my turn.
Okay, yeah, so... Amity, your just bolt of lightning from the electric arc just surges between these two things. They kind of like convulse for a second. Both of them just fall to the ground, completely inanimate. And now you are
Make it like a
alone.
gesture towards Carnifex and Kit Kat, like, come on!
Keep
All
up.
right.
I think Carnifex accidentally skipped his turn.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
On
it is
turn
Carnifex.
order.
oh, it's because Amity. I'm sorry, I skipped.
Carnifex is going to move 20 feet to here, and is going to do what gunslingers do best, and take pot shots at flat-footed targets.
All right.
An extreme. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, hell yeah.
Woo!
Let's roll those critical dice. Fatal D10s.
Run.
Okay. Your shot just slams into the Necromancer's abdomen. Turek, you almost lose grasp of him from like the impact of the shot hitting him, but you're able to hold on. The Necromancer just like screams out. Now what?
He's going to use the Raconteur's Reload to, I don't know, intimidate him again.
All right.
Yeah. Just be fucking.
I've got another with your name on it. And fails.
All right. Unfortunately, it's a fail. He's too winded from getting shot that he doesn't even hear you. So it's fine.
Also, I've got another with your name on it. Doesn't really have the same ring on it. I think to it.
All right.
All right. The Kit Kats quickly thank Amity for their help before, and I already mapped this out. They're going to use 2 movements to go all the way up here, which is a total of 50 feet of movement. So they are capable of it, thankfully. And And after getting into this advantageous position, they are going to try and take down this Necromancer in one fell swoop, if at all possible. So let's see.
Oh.
Hey,
Oh.
that's a hit. Acha.
All right. Well,
And that is my turn. And also, the Necromancer's dead.
how do
Oh
you
shit,
wanna-
that was
how-
double. Those
Good.
shit double damage.
Well, it's
I
because
didn't
of
have
the.
anything left.
It's because of the magic weapon from Amity. So how
Oh,
this looks is Kit Kat charges up like brushes Carnifex out of the way, sees Turok locked into this grapple with the Necromancer, and just comes in and like clotheslines him through the middle with the Executioner's sword, and the bottom half of him falls out of Turok's grapple.
He's just like,
Okay, you do exactly that. Now the Necromancer, though, he doesn't like get split in two, but you do like slam the sword into him, and he's against the wall.
Wonderful.
He's still alive, though. He looks at you like blood dripping out of his mouth, and he says, "Wait, mercy." What do you do?
Well, Kit Kat, against their better judgment, says, well, can't speak for the rest of them, but far as I can tell, you are already out of commission anyway. So whatever you have to say, I'll hear you.
Okay, the Necromancer opens his mouth to talk, but as he does that, you see a blade just erupt through the back of him, going through the front, as the door behind him slams open, whatever magic power that had been sealing it broken by whatever he had been doing before. And I'm going to pull up another scene for us, and then we'll go into what happens.
Oh dear.
I'm really upset now that I can't see half the map.
Move
You
yourself.
quickly retreat out of cover so you can see half the map.
I
Move
can't.
yourself.
Oh, move and
Go
change
ahead.
to free
Move
move.
yourself.
Yay. No, move, bitch. I can
I'm
see
just pulling up the scene
I
for
can see
this.
clearly now. The fog has gone.
Ah.
There's blood splatter where the Necromancer was. That wasn't great. Look, a statue.
All right. Let's activate this. Where are you? Yoink.
Ah. Oh,
Almonds.
Missed.
yeah. No, it is.
So, it's kind of weird, but what can we do? So as the Necromancer kind of sloughs off its corpse falling from this mysterious blade that has impaled him, you see a strange figure behind him. It looks like a woman with almost inhumanly colored skin. She's floating off of the ground a little bit. And she looks at you all, kind of surveys you for a second, and then she says,
Ah, I thank you for freeing me. Sinners must be punished, and this one has sinned greatly. May I ask the names of those who freed me from my prison?
Kit Kat's kind of sheepishly putting the blunt head of their sword down on the ground, says, well, I'm Kat, and that's Kit. We're Kit Kats. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. Spooky place you live here, must say.
she smiles a little bit.
Carnifex
Go on.
cautiously holsters Judge. I'm Carnifex. My quest originally was to put the Necromancer to rest.
Turk just kind of. Sorry.
No, go on, go on.
Turk half-heartedly attempts his normal, like confident persona, but it doesn't go through. He just kind of stamps out, Turek Vengara.
And you.
No, you're coming in a little quiet on my end.
Oh,
Are you like? There you go.
I wasn't quite near my mic.
Oh, there you go. You're good now.
Yeah, no, it was Iscafael, and you are.
Amity will move close enough that I can cast Detect Magic and have her in my burst.
I mean, she's pretty cool.
Okay. Yeah, you move close up to cast Detect Magic. This seems to be the magic that you had detected before.
Like, she
because it's all
herself
centered
is
right
magic?
on her. Yes. So she
Then
looks at you all. So go ahead.
I will only introduce myself as Amity Bloom.
Okay.
Well, it's nice to meet you all. Especially you.
And she stares directly at you, Amity, and says,
One of the thieves of fate. Your judgment comes soon. That's what the rest of them do. But I'm afraid you still have a purse today.
You're breaking up a lot. We can't.
It's not just me. The echo effect isn't just fucking me over. Yeah, I can't understand a word you're saying.
It's a bit better now.
You might want to turn off the Discord filtering if you have it on, just because I think the echoing is getting caught by it real bad.
That's probably what it is. Alright, let's just test it real fast.
Test.
Sounds better to me.
I can't parse the echoing, personally.
I am also having a hard time parsing the echoings.
Alright, we'll just drop it.
It was a cool effect, and I appreciate it.
It was a cool idea.
But I have an auditory
Yeah.
processing disorder.
No, it's all good.
So does Discord. It's okay.
That's fair.
Very true. So she just says, well, I'm afraid I won't be able to stay that long. All of you will be judged in time, though, especially you, Thief of Fates, she says as she looks at Amity. And the rest of this world. And with that, she smiles and just disappears.
Did she say what her name was before?
No.
She did not.
Oh.
I deliberately asked her name, and she just ignored me.
So, you are now in the same place you were, and the room behind the Necromancer is open.
Well, she seemed... I don't want to say nice, but she didn't send zombies after us, so it's an improvement.
Ominous. I can't. Why am I doing a British accent now?
Different
Amity's
accent.
running-
Every section.
I
Amity's
don't. I can't
rubbing off on
maintain a
you.
single accent ever. But I thought I'd be able to. But Russian, I can at least do somewhat. Okay, fuck it. We're doing a New York accent now. What does New York accent sound like? I can do two accents, sort of.
Look, Iska's on the
It's
run
in
from the law.
indeterminate accent of doom.
Iska's on the run from the law. She has to obscure where she's from as much as humanly possible.
Iska's not on the run from the law. Iska's on the run from herself.
Iska's just becoming an accent enigma machine.
That would be really cool if I was a voice actor. I'm the
Amity's
opposite.
looking very freaked out and overwhelmed, and also bleeding, and she's just gonna slump down at the base of this sarcophagus thing. I'm at 4 hit points, guys, so if anybody can help with that, that'd be cool.
Yes, well,
I'm calling it an adventuring day after this, for what it's worth.
I am all out of spell
Or we do
slots. I'd love to
anything that
help,
might
but I
be
can't.
tapped.
yeah, that seems like a good idea to me. Here, Amity, since you were such a keen help back there, let me see if I can help you out. Not having any... Actually, we're still at a level where it might make more sense for... Yeah. Oh, that's okay. I
know
should
what?
try. I should try and use my medicine skill sometimes instead of just doing refocus
Turk-
on hands the entire time. So she's gonna try and help Bambi out a bit.
Before you do that, I think wrong direction.
Get out.
It's like Turk kind of stumbles over to Amity and just is going to hand Amity the the elixir of life out of his backpack.
Well, hold on to that, love. We can use that. I have tools.
Are you sure?
Yeah, so I have so many tools, and we have ones of those. So is my thinking.
All right. Should also note, Turret looks also super fucked up. He's also at 4 hit points.
Yeah, how about we? I'm happy to take as much time as we need to get everybody patched up. It's just that it will take some time because I don't have.
Yeah, it's
yet,
for treating wounds 2 people. That'll be about 20 minutes, though. I think you might be better off with your lay on hands because that'll be at the same time with no cooldown.
I feel like I have to make an attempt to use my medicine check. First, let me see where's my tree wounds. Feel free to talk amongst yourself. I'm getting my
Well, I
configured.
actually moved on top of the short-tempered zombie sampler, and now I can't access my token.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
I'll help you.
Thank you.
Just one moment.
So let's see. I'm going to do
Oh, my
trained.
noodles.
This is going to be for Amity. Did it do it?
Yay,
Did
my
it roll?
token. Thank you.
Ooh, 50 XP. Hell yeah.
Did it roll? Hello?
Try hitting the macro at the bottom.
1 second. Huh.
It's just a DC 15. Just roll medicine.
Well, yeah, I'm just gonna roll my medicine. That's fine. DC 15. I'll just keep that in mind. That action does not work very well, but it's okay. So, Amity. Amity gets healed for 2d8.
Sweet.
So, Amity, you heal that much.
That's my maximum hit points. Like, I'm not 2 maximum. 12 is my maximum hit points.
Yay! See, look! Works like a charm. Now you, Turret. And she's gonna shuffle over to Toruk and try and work the same magic, ideally, and if not, she'll take a little extra time laying.
I'm gonna go search the body of that necromancer.
Yeah, Carnifex would have been sorting it out while 10 minutes during treat wounds.
Sorting it out or sorting it out?
You kids have fun. Oh, that didn't work.
Oh, no.
Nothing happened. She is gonna be like, well, you got some bites on you. I'm gonna take a little extra time to charge up, and she's gonna take an extra 10 minutes to just refocus and lay on hands and do that. So she's spending half an hour in this room doing healing total, for what it matters. Okay. Turek, you can heal that much.
I'll let you guys work out the healing over half an hour time. Amity, you do search the Necromancer, you find a spell book.
Ooh, shit.
It's going to take you time to read it and try to decipher what's in there, but you can take it with you.
Immediately.
Just mark it on your sheet.
Yeah.
He also has some other stuff that we will work out the specifics of later. But just bear in mind, he did have some random items and treasure on him.
Ooh.
Alright.
Oh, I do have a focus point.
Does he have any knickknacks, identifying himself or his allegiance to Jeb?
Jed?
Jeb.
Jeb.
I was
you search him, you don't find any thing very obvious. But maybe with Amity's help, you could look at his spell book, and there might be something identifying in there.
If it's Necromancer's spellbook, it'll be pretty obvious it's from Jeb, at least, because spellbooks have their own unique titles and such. But, I just want to make sure that Carnifex can verify at some point that he's completed his task.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you can... Well, I mean, that what you have done here is recorded, so you don't really have to worry about that.
Okay.
1 second. Somebody's banging on my door. I think it's a 6-year-old.
I think
Is it
it's
the kobold?
Did the necromancer have a name? Do we know?
Dead. It's dead man.
Carnifex was only told to go after the necromancer, so
You weren't even given a name?
But I'm naming the spellbook something, so I remember that I have 2 and they're not both mine.
Like ships in the night. Two
Amity doesn't
strangers don't
name her
even know each
spellbook
other's
fancy
names.
things because
Gremlin!
that's not a thing.
kobold.
Oh no! The gremlin's back!
For the
Now
the
we
stream,
have to go sleep,
we have
okay?
cameras.
I love you.
on in Discord.
Then I love
Precious
you.
Child got on camera briefly. We call her the gremlin. Or the
Kobold.
We've been gremlins.
More like punked.
It's like more like being known than anything else.
Hey. Fair.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
No worries.
I
Oh,
want
no.
to
Just kept banging at the door. Sorry, go ahead.
I want to search through this room and these sarcophaguses and things. I just want to kind of get a view of are they labeled or
Yeah, sure. They do have writing on them. They look very old. Like it's very worn away.
recognize the language? Might I recognize the language?
Roll society.
Okay. That one.
I bet some old Chelish. Well, old Taldane it would be, but
Okay. It's not a language you recognize. You can't read it. It does seem like it's related to Old Chelish, which you studied a little bit, but it is not Old Chelish. Perhaps a language in a common relational tree, but not Old Chelish itself.
Paper in my pack as part of my writing set. Does anybody have a piece of chalk?
my adventurer kit does, so I would hand it over to Amity.
I'm gonna take a rubbing of the inscriptions.
Okay. Put it in your inventory. You just say sarcophagus rubbing, sarcophagus inscription rubbing.
Can I look inside the sarcophagi?
You can attempt to open them. They're very heavy.
And also 2 feet higher than I am, so they were 5 feet tall. I'm gonna gesture
Yeah,
Carnifex over
athletics.
and be like, stand there. Do not move.
Carnifex stands in place.
Iska uses Carnifex as a stepladder and leverage to open up the nearest sarcophagus.
Okay. Go ahead and roll athletics.
Oh, this is gonna fail.
It is, but it's going to be funny.
It is gonna be very funny. Oh, I have a -1 to athletics.
Gnome strength.
No, sorcerer strength, thank you. Got a 12.
Yeah, so Carnifex, like, you feel a pretty slight force pushing against you as Iska attempts to open this sarcophagus lid. It does not budge. It's just solid as a rock. And it is a rock.
Alright, Iska's gonna hop down, make a face, and then turn to Turok and says, Turok! Can you open, please? You are very strong.
Would Turk have been healed yet, or is this during the point where Kit and Kat are refocusing?
I feel let's be kind and say that she has just finished patching you up.
All right. Turk
Time is not super important here. So.
Fair enough. Turk kind of unsteadily stands up and walks over. Are you sure about this?
I want to see what is inside.
It's probably just a corpse.
Yes, but what does the corpse have? And who is the corpse?
I kind of turn to Carnifex and say, Isn't this feels kind of wrong considering we just stopped a necromancer from doing this?
No, we stopped him from raising the dead. We did not stop him from keeping the dead.
That's true. If you remember back at the crypt, he actually had access to one of the sarcophagi there.
Yeah.
So checking for thoroughness isn't the worst idea.
All
Yeah,
right.
And,
that is definitely what I was doing.
I can do a detect magic, and because last time I saw the remnants of that raised dead spell that he'd used. I missed a little bit. Sorry, I had a kid thing.
No,
we saw
you're
your gremlin.
All right. Turk will reluctantly attempt this, even though he's
feel good about
slightly weird doing it. He doesn't
Do I
feel good
sense
about
any
it.
magic on or in the sarcophagi?
17.
Okay, really quick, Amity, or was that no? I couldn't tell who it was.
That was Amity.
Oh, Amity, what did you say?
Detect magic on or in the sarcophagi. Do I sense anything?
No.
Okay.
Turuk, you are able to move the sarcophagus lid. It moves very slowly. You kind of hear the grinding of stone against stone. But the lid falls down to the floor with a thunk, cracking in two from the impact.
I did not
fuck.
Now,
mean for
inside-
you to break it.
I didn't mean
There
for me to
is-
break it either.
Oops.
I mean, these things are just like heavy slabs of rock.
Yeah,
So-
Car's rock.
Inside, as the sarcophagus lid comes off, there is like a stench that enters the room and almost makes you like gag. And there is what appears to be a very, very, very old mummified corpse inside. It does seem to be wearing some things.
I'm not gonna loot the body despite my temptation, because this is not the party nor the time. But I will peer at the corpse, sniff it, and then, I don't know.
It doesn't smell good.
No, it is a desiccated corpse. I don't imagine it does. I want to lick it so badly. That is a really bad idea, and I don't think even Iska's that stupid. However...
I can't wait to see Iska roll like 5 or 6 d20s for the various diseases she has to save against from one taste of tomb juice.
I'm writing that down. Hang on. I was going to roll a check, but I need to write that down. I wanted to know what check I had to roll to see if I recognize the corpse. Or like the trappings it's in. I just want to be like, do I recognize anything about this? I have to have some kind of excuse for opening this besides stupid curiosity.
So you can roll a society, but this is a very difficult roll. But you can do it.
Thing over here.
I think I did it.
Holy shit.
You know, the clothing has decayed over time. All the vestments have decayed over time. But something flashes in your head, and you don't even know how you know this.
I don't know how I know
forgotten-
anything.
Yeah, you've almost forgotten more than you remembered. But it just flashes in your head that at one point you were in Varicia, in some kind of ancient tomb with some people you knew. And inside of that ancient tomb, you saw a symbol very similar to the one that is vaguely interpretable on amulet that's on this corpse.
I know this amulet. I know this symbol. Another
Okay.
tomb.
You
Found one.
can just put ancient amulet in your inventory.
Ancient amulet, vaguely
Do you want-
familiar.
Do you want us to repeat this process for the other 3 to grave rob?
About this thing in the towards the corner over here. It looks different from.
What do you say?
I'm thinking it.
Oh,
What's this?
yeah, it's like looks like some kind of ceremonial altar or something, but it's really old. There doesn't seem to be anything like particular about it though.
You know, if we're going to be poking around in these old coffin boxes for dubious purposes as is. Do you want to maybe see if the room the spooky lady came out had anything in it?
I'm peering in the door.
Because I think our Gebite buddy, the Mr. Necromancer, he had plenty of time that he could have poked around these and already, like, pilfered whatever. But he never got in there, did he?
If everything's like I assumed, the magic was contained with the woman, and I assume the room would be empty otherwise. However, noting that our friends seem to be out of resources for the moment, we might want to delay this till another day.
Oh, pish about the magic, bud. I was just thinking there might be some gold coins or a fancy pot in there.
Actually, pretty good. I've still got a first level spell, and
You've nothing.
because I used them twice.
Well, I can infinitely turn on that. So.
I'm stepping just inside this room here and hoping there's no trap on the door because I didn't check.
And the door's already open.
The door's open. You step into the room, and as you do, nothing happens. It's a room. And what you see in there is a statue off on the far wall here. You see what looks to be the ruined remains of some kind of structure, and two what look to be some kind of fonts to hold liquid. It immediately has the look of a religious structure.
Carnifex is going to be skulking the walls to make sure that nobody steps on anything dubious in this area.
Okay.
I'm gonna,
yeah, you can roll.
I'm gonna blind roll perception to make sure there's nothing trapped in here.
You don't see any traps.
The Kit Kats, I think, are gonna see if their, like, meager religious knowledge might be of any use in perhaps identifying this ruined statue or something similar. Well,
Sure.
This is what, blind GM? Yeah, blind GM. I like to not know my knowledge rolls, because then that lets you lie to me if I crit fail.
You aren't sure. Anybody else can attempt to, if you want.
Sorry, I was.
Knowledge, religion.
Oh, I have religion.
Yes.
I know
Unfortunately,
things.
Unfortunately, I am not trained in religion, so I can't.
I am trained in religion. I was about to say wizardry. I'm not a Oh.
Oh.
I don't know shit.
Yeah, you're just not sure. I mean, it definitely looks familiar, the statue.
You've seen it before. I cannot speak further on its origin.
I'm gonna roll a check, but it's untrained, and I'm looking at this obelisk.
Okay.
Are we allowed to do untrained?
Can you do untrained for knowledge checks?
I believe we're not
For recall.
I think I think the only thing for training with knowledge checks is that, like, certain things have a minimum amount of training you have to even be able to actually get it right at all, independent of rolls.
Recall knowledge can be done untrained.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
anybody can roll for this.
Untrained, you're limited to untrained name of a ruler, key noble, or major deity.
So
Surprisingly high.
So you recognize the statue. I mean, it's in a different style, and it's old and weathered, but it is definitely a statue of Pharasma,
Oh.
which, given the location, makes sense.
I'm taking a look at this
And
obelisk
Amity.
here. Is there any etching or anything on it, or?
A helpful label.
Yes, and we are gonna do that right when I get back. I had to take a quick bathroom break. So
Sure.
everybody can take like a few minutes if you want.
Cool. I need to take my meds without getting distracted.
I'm gonna go do a tucking in break. A little early, but.
Ah! My medications! Oh no! My antidepressants. I found them. Time wasted me.
Were you
No,
about
I'll-
to be depressed if it fell on the floor?
It just fell on my chair.
Oh. If it fell on the floor, would you be depressed?
No, I'd pick it up and eat it. You don't waste medications.
If you have a carpeted floor, they'd leave a depression on the carpet.
Does this look large enough to leave a depression on anything to you?
It is in fact depressingly small.
Are we just making depression jokes now?
Yeah, it's very sad we've gone down to this path.
Cool.
Oh yeah.
You know what's even more depressing?
What's
The fact that I will be taking it with alcohol, which is a depressant.
Yeah, it seems like kind of
So-
that seems like kind of a counterindication, but
Oh no,
okay.
it's a combo effect.
So,
It's
like,
the effects stack.
The thing is, alcohol as a depressant doesn't mean it like makes you sad. It's just like the opposite of a stimulant is the thing.
Well, no, depressants don't make you sad. They basically slow down your nervous system.
Well, yeah, that's what they just said.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't make me sad, unless I'm a sad drunk. in
Unless
which
you
case-
drink a lot of it.
No, it just doubles down with my meds, and sometimes I get sleepy. However, considering I'm taking it on a full stomach, probably not.
I should go get some Four Loko tomorrow.
Why would you do that to yourself? Out of curiosity, just
Because it's a combo stimulant and depressant.
yeah. Wasn't it made illegal for a while?
Kind of. They made it legal by like name, and then it was held up as unconstitutional because like it's like not a super health risk unless you down like an entire box of them.
It's just a really fucked up thing to do to yourself.
Probably.
Well, it's just the specifically thing that I think is part of the issue is that like combining stimulants and depressants like that can have a weird, like it's not like it cancels each other out thing. It's like it can both of them are taxing.
Simultaneous.
They're both taxing your heart significantly, and so like it's a thing that'll sometimes happen to people where like I don't know, let's say you're at like a party and you're super buzzed and there's like you actually just genuinely get overstimulated. Some people will have a cardiac episode and faint because the heart is having to basically run overtime the entire time. So when you're mixing those two things together, you have a risk of just like having a episode and
Yeah,
dying.
but people drink mixed Red Bull with like liquor all the time.
Oh, it's
Oh, yeah,
backwards on your
yeah.
screen. It's backwards on your stream, but this
I
eggnog
know.
is pretty good.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
It looks normal.
Yeah. Anyways, this is my cat.
Hi, cat.
Hello, kitty.
Is it the same cat that ignored you a lot of the time during our old group?
Ignored me or got in the way?
Yes.
Yes, this is the
Simultaneously.
same cat. He will be 9 in February. He's every bit as
Grandpa.
dumb as he was back in 2016.
Grandpa
Possibly
over there.
stupider, actually.
You know, I was feeling nostalgic and reading the old posts the other day.
Yeah. You find anything special?
Quite a few. I realized I haven't all changed all that much, but
Yeah, I think you mentioned that.
I did.
I mean, I'm glad you found a group that actually welcomes your puns instead of threatening violence against you. I
give it about 6 months before they wear of them.
I mean, the old group immediately. I mean, it was friendly violence, but still, that was dramatic.
I am a
Yeah,
person
seriously.
who my ideal reaction to any joke I make is everyone who hears it just sort of looking at me like they want me dead, laughter or otherwise. So you know, I understand.
My favorite reaction to a joke was when it wasn't even a joke. I was just telling a coworker about the interview I had with one of the co-founders of the company when I thought I was going to be writing blog posts for them. This how I got this job. The guy is a fucking weirdo. One of the old co-owners.
Yeah.
And she was laughing so hard she genuinely couldn't breathe, and I've never been so euphoric. And she had asthma, so that was a little concerning. But
Well, no, yeah.
she didn't have an asthma attack. I made her laugh that hard,
That's
and I was
good.
like, "This is why I'm funny. This is why I make jokes." So my coworkers wheeze when I tell them about my really weird ass interview with the incredibly vanilla man who co-founded a sex company.
It's all kinds. Sometimes the normal kind.
Yeah, but I'm like talking about my experience in the local kink scene, figuring that, yay, credentials. And this guy's like, I don't like safe words. And I was like, what?
Oh.
What?
Oh.
And he's like, they ruined the spontaneity of things. And I was like, sir, why are you here?
That's scary.
Yeah,
Oh.
apparently the kinkiest he gets is nudism. But he's
Weird.
German, so
Okay. That I understand now. I understand now.
I
All right,
don't.
this is my last eggnog for the night. I'm putting the bottle away.
Putting away the sauce.
Sauce.
This
Alright,
this eggnog's super rich. Anyway,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, is everybody ready to continue?
Except
Right.
for Sean, who just left us. Yeah.
Oh, he's right
I
there.
think he's coming right back.
oh, my
He's
headphones
here.
are still on.
Okay.
I can still hear you and talk to you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Because I saw you disconnect
You
the
didn't-
wire.
No, disconnecting the wire. The batteries are charged on it.
Oh, that's pretty dope.
It's Bluetooth. Gotcha.
Okay, Sebastian's about to depress keys.
So, yeah, where we left off was Amity. You were looking behind that obelisk, or around the obelisk. You didn't identify the obelisk, but you did find something behind it on the floor. It seems to be mostly intact, a little damaged, and it's a steely, a stone steely.
Cristelle.
How
I
big is
looked
it?
this up because I was not sure, and I think it's both.
How's it spelled?
It is not Stele.
It really depends on whether you speak Latin because you speak Latin or you speak Latin because you're part of the Catholic Church.
Okay. I don't think it's a word I've ever
So-
heard
There's a
before.
difference?
But
What? You're gonna have to explain this to me sometime.
How big is it?
it is not that big. As far as things go, it's about 1 foot large. It seems to be a picture of somebody with a crown on it.
Suspiciously dead-looking pickled man.
You actually, the crown, upon seeing it seems starkly familiar. You recognize the general shape from the visage you saw in the tavern of that ghost-like figure that came to you and said those words, Vingay.
Does it? The tattoo that we have, the mark on us, that's a crown too, right? Is it the same
Yes.
crown?
Yes, you peel up your sleeve to look at your tattoo, and it looks very, very similar.
Can I lift this thing? I'm not strong.
Yes. Yeah, it's not that heavy. I mean, it's heavy, but it's not so heavy that you can't lift it.
It's probably like a couple bulk at most, like 2 bulk.
I pull it out to towards the middle of the room and show it to everyone.
That's definitely the crown we saw.
It's the crown we're all wearing.
Well, I don't remember wearing it. Oh, right. All right, that's it.
And as you're kind of handling this, you feel another imprint on the back of it.
Flip it over.
All right, so looking at that, it seems to be this is the figure you see imprinted on it, in stone, and it has some writing on this as well. You can't read it, but this is what it looks like. Those two figures. You can take a rubbing if you want.
Those look vaguely like oh god, what's the ethnicity in the land of the Norm Kings?
Dragon?
Howlett? Kellen?
Kelly, yeah.
I would ignore a resemblance of the actual characters there.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's some
Something
Germanic
more.
runes.
Yeah.
That's just some runes, of some kind.
Thessalonian. Thessalon.
Everything so far seems to have been related to old Cheliax.
So, the master is preliminary. The master is split off from Chiliax very long time ago, yes? And then they create this place where they can be assholes, separate from the rest of the assholes that they were originally with, because Chiliax is asshole town. Yes?
I don't think we know enough to know whether they've created this place or simply found it and took what they could.
Or maybe
We do know that their control of it isn't total, which might imply they don't own it in any formal way.
so they find the place, but they are linked to Cheliax, you think? That?
Assuming this is related to the Masters, then yes.
If not, then this is a split from old Cheliax very early on that they found.
Amity, didn't
And we have
you mention-
no insight into their culture or origin.
Carnifex thinks for a moment. Amity, didn't you mention it was Old Shellish?
As best as I can tell, I'm afraid I didn't spend much of my time studying a language that mostly seemed useless to me.
I see. Well, if it was Old Chelish, it would have been before Asmodeus took the country. Asmodeus worship took over.
So, but they were still assholes, yes, before Asmodeus?
Abadarans.
What?
Law guy. God, deity of humanity.
No, I genuinely didn't hear what you said.
It would have been Erodin worshippers.
So, Asmodeus makes them assholes.
Carnifex shakes his head. Yeah. Well, nods his head. Sorry, not
Not
shakes
the
his
same.
head.
So then, where are the assholes? Were they just assholes before Asmodeus then? And is this a historical confirmation that the Chelaxians have always been assholes and Asmodeus just brought it out of them? This is a terrible Russian accent.
Carnifex shrugs. I'm not too familiar with Inner-Sea intricacies. I just know that they worship devils and previously didn't.
Well, have I ever been to Cheliax, actually? What do I
None
roll
of
to find
her
out
is
if
not
I've ever been
familiar
to
with any
Cheliax?
sort of inner sea intricacies, but Amity would be because she's from a city in the inner sea where the relationship with Cheliax is meaningful.
What do I roll to find out if I've been to Cheliax?
I'd just assume no, probably.
Yeah, if you're from Mendev, probably not. It's on the
Except-
opposite end of it's on the opposite end of the continent from it, separated
Yeah,
Same
by
with,
I think I moved from
same as-
Mendev to the last wall then.
Yeah, she's a last wall knight. This
Iteration.
Oh right. Oh,
But I think I
mean,
was originally Mendev, yeah. Still.
Do we
then
want to keep this stele?
I don't want to see my
hold on. Let me check my backpack because I might be able to. I can carry a couple extra bulk before becoming encumbered.
Oh,
so
you.
can I.
We have to care about carry weight?
Just in bulk.
Uh,
It's
if you'd prefer, I think I'd probably have an easier time with it than you would. Not to disparage you or anything, just you know. And she kind of like puffs up her chest a little bit,
Well, very strong.
sets her shoulders straight, so on and so forth.
The Kit Kat biceps are the size of my face. Very strong.
It's true.
go ahead and carry it then. We can investigate it later.
Sure.
We're going to spend the next little while, if you want to abstract it, tearing this place down for loot because we're scrounging adventurers now. And we're
All right. Are you gonna like try to open the sarcophagi and?
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
yeah.
The problem is I feel like because this is the property.
We're being utilitarian about it is the thing. We have the masters against us. We're gonna need every advantage we can get.
Sure,
only
these are the
concern
beloved
is
dead, but the
sarcophagi are decorated. I want us to do it in a careful way so that we don't damage them.
yes, no more dropping the lids.
My only concern, because this is technically under the care of Kitten Cat's friend, isn't it?
No, this is like 30 minutes away, and I assume it's been untouched and it was kind of hidden underground.
Right? Yeah, no, because
That's
then
all
we
it's
left,
you.
True.
It was like a 30-minute trek to get here.
and then
Yeah,
I
we're
smelled
along
some
the
corpses
same
under a
track.
pile of leaves.
All right.
Trapdoor.
And who knows if what we find might help us.
Kitten cats are just like, look, I'm not planning to tell them.
All right.
All right. So, just in the interest of not having to keep track of a bunch of things, you are able to open all the sarcophagi. You find some jewelry and miscellaneous other items near the corpses that are going to be worth a total of 10 gold. And I'm just going to put that in your inventory, your party inventory, assuming that you're going to sell that stuff.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
you get back.
Alright.
One, I lick the corpse. Two, I don't.
Don't.
I lick a corpse.
Okay.
No.
You like a corpse. Roll a fortitude save.
Okay.
You
Iska,
did.
I don't think you should. Oh dear.
Too late. It is done.
Do we need to get a baby leash for Iska? Like one of the tethers on a string? On a rope?
Uh-oh.
Okay. You are going to be sickened 1 hour. You feel horrible after licking the corpse. It's all you can do to stop from vomiting.
That was a mistake.
Yeah.
Well, since I'm not doing it, how'd it taste?
Dusty. A little bit of mold.
Ooh. Well, I think I'll continue to pass, but
No,
good on you
try
for
it.
your,
It was a unique experience, a culinary, a culinary experience that everyone should try.
be
Oh man,
honest,
we were fighting undead, and I forgot we had holy water.
not especially
Oh, can you
convinced. I'll
guys-
be perfectly honest.
Can you guys see this map, by the way?
No, I'm still in a.
No,
a
I'm-
crypt
yeah, I'm
I
reading,
still
just
on
so-
the,
see Willem
the-
Dafoe in a tablet.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
honestly.
okay, okay.
The
No,
mist map.
that's right. That's right. That's
I was
what
wondering why our
talking about.
tokens kept
Cool.
showing up.
I can't believe it is Willem Dafoe.
Did I successfully convince anybody that they should lick the corpse? 'Cause I don't.
No.
No.
Okay, spoiler.
I think you
it
may have
got
actually
the
is
opposite
Willem
effect.
Dafoe.
No, it
They-
is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
To be fair, Iska,
Sorry,
everyone saw you do it and then immediately have to visibly suppress your urge to just instant projectile vomit. So I think you might have successfully scared everyone off.
No, you saw nothing. It is delicious. Lick the corpse.
Pick up Iska. Let's go.
Oh,
All right, so you guys
I'm
leave the
handling
crypt
foul
here.
villain.
Yeah, let's head back to the. I was gonna say funeral home, but it's the actual post-funeral home area. Graveyard.
Graveyard.
There we go.
Okay. All right, so you head back to the graveyard. Oh, you gotta leave. Busy there. And you make it back to the graveyard. You do see Arnold there. He's just kind of been waiting where you left him. He looks at you as you approach and he says, "Oh, I almost left. I had feared for the worst. I'm
You-
so happy to see you again."
Hello again, Mr. Adler. We solved your problem, far as we can tell.
Arnifex interjects permanently. We've solved it permanently.
Very permanently. With a delicious
Oh,
culinary experience.
You should keep that one to yourself, I think.
No, I
He
think
looks,
he would be very
uh,
interested.
He
No,
looks a
I don't
little
think
strange.
I don't think you would. Look, Iska, I don't think he would. I know him pretty well. I don't think he wants to hear about that.
I will tell his friends.
Sure.
He walks up to Kid and Cat and he whispers in your ear, "I know you think you dealt with the Necromancer, but you may have another in your midst," he says, eyeing Iska.
Oh, I'm
I can
sure-
hear a filthy
Aye,
corpse
aye.
sucker.
Look,
It's
I'm
kind
sure.
of like an experiment in nature versus nurture.
What?
I'm sure she's fine.
I do not
Look-
fuck the corpses.
If-
In the
I-
retrospect, I
you
can
say
see why
so.
the confusion comes. But I assure you, I do not raise the voice.
I understand your apprehension, Mr. Adler, but as far as I can tell, she just has poor impulse control.
I do.
Clearly. Well, all right. I suppose I'm in all of your debt. Thank you. I had worried that my graveyard would no longer be a safe place to inter the beloved deceased of the people of the town of Andal. Please, would you like to stay in my place for the night?
Of course. She
Very kind of
chips
you.
in.
What was that, Turek?
I just said that would be very kind of you.
Okay.
Sleeping under a roof for once.
Well, that's good news for me as well. I would enjoy the company. It gets very lonely out here sometimes. This way then. And he starts leading you off on the road.
About what time is it? Probably in the
It's
8:40
pretty,
for me.
yeah, it's like late afternoon at this point, after all of the drama of the day. Okay, so you all follow him, and he brings you into his house. It's not too large, but it's cozy enough. He treats you to a pretty nice dinner for what you're used to. It's still mainly millet and potatoes, but it's tasty. Is there anything that you guys want to do or say before you turn in for the night?
I want to Carnifex. That wasn't just any necromancer. That was the necromancer you fought in Alkenstar before you came here, right?
Indeed. I was, the Shield Marshals had been alerted to some Necromancer activity in the area. Figured out his location. I was deployed to take care of him.
Right before you transferred here, you said he'd cast a spell. Was he touching you? Did you travel together?
I believe when he cast, we were both sent to this land. No one truly knows how the magic in Alkenstar works.
But was
some
he touching you?
Yes.
Fuck.
But
If you
like I
both
said,
came here and he cast the spell, Zora could be here. I've assumed this whole time that he's back in Golarion, and I needed to get out of here as quickly as possible to get to Golarion.
I will have you know, again, when you attempt to cast magic where I live, there is no telling what'll happen.
Weird things.
Well, generally, it's very predictable where I live, and it's already acted a bit out of the norm to get me here, but you were both here.
Indeed.
Separated, but both here. So I can't assume that he's not here.
Carnifex shrugs. Like I said, magic's unpredictable where I live. The mana wastes are named as such for a reason.
Turek, Iska, when you came here, what was happening?
Nothing? I do not remember the difference between the Charlotte Vale and wherever I was before.
I was just kind of walking along the road, like some somewhat foggy evening, going between one town to the next.
I was.
So no cast at all, as far as you know.
Yeah.
What do I remember about the difference? I don't think Iska probably
What's
even noticed the journey.
You wouldn't have noticed what?
The being transported from Golarion to the Shrouded Vale. Unless it was an abrupt change.
Yeah. Yeah. If that's the way it happened, that's fine. It can happen in various different ways.
I did not see a difference. I did not know that this was not Golarion until the inn where we met the Kit Kats.
Tends to be most people's experience in my experience, she offers.
I'm sorry, I know we've all come from different places and we all have reasons to get home, I'm sure, but when I came here, my home was under attack. Not my city, not Magnamar, my home. People had broken in, they attacked our housekeeper, I don't know what happened to her. And my guardian, Zora, he was trying to get us out. He was casting a teleport spell, but we were separated. And it shouldn't have worked, but I ended up here, and I thought he was still there. They had him. But if there's any chance he's here, he would have contacted me. I can't
know that you are here.
could have contacted me. And if he hasn't, he's either not here or he's hurt.
Or he does not know that you are here and he thinks you are in Galarian.
Surely he would have tried.
Have you tried?
I can't. I don't know the spell. He was going to teach it to me once I'd finished my journeyman trip. It's a higher level spell. I have to assume he's here somewhere. I can't. It's not enough just to get out and find a way back. If he's here and he's incapacitated, then the only people as far as I can tell, who could do that would be the masters.
So we must rescue your... God, how old are you?
I'm 24.
And you still have elves.
Elves are not. Just because you reach adulthood doesn't mean a guardian ceases to be meaningful to you. I have no other family. Just Zora. And he's been very good to me. If he's here and he's in danger, I'm going in to that stronghold at some point, if I can. I have to.
We have some leads we can track down here. We need to check the temple that we were told about east of here.
I'm not going to be foolish.
Requiring recuperation. It's possible he's not in the master's hands, but in the hands of somebody who is caring for him. Perhaps at the king.
Or he's back on Galarian in the hands of whoever attacked our home. There's too many possibilities, and I have no way to narrow them down.
One at a time. Let us assume he is in there. Where would he be?
Oh.
If he is not able to contact you, then he is injured. If he is injured, he's in the care of either the masters or somebody who is not the masters. Let us assume he's not in the care of the masters because we cannot do anything about that. So, we must find places where people who are very ill are cared for. And we will ask them if they have seen or cared for your guardian or currently have care of him. Once we if that is not the case, then we have eliminated that possibility, in which case we must constructively assume he's with the masters, in which case we must gather our strength to retrieve him. Yeah?
Well-
Kid and Cat, she was something to say.
Kit and Cat look at Amity very thoughtfully and say, "Well, it sounds to me like this man means about what about what Becca back at the bar does to me. So, however we have to narrow down these various possibilities, I'll help you. You can count on me, okay?"
That's unbelievably generous of you.
Pish, ain't nothing. Covered my back so far. Least we can do is keep going.
You didn't immediately leave when I was stupid enough to lick a corpse, so why would I leave you?
An excellent point.
All right. Are you guys ready to turn in for the night, or is
Yeah.
there anything else you wanted to discuss?
What smells?
Okay.
I'm going to start leafing through that spell book. Is there anything on the surface that I recognize instantly, or?
So learning spells is actually
Um,
pretty lengthy. It's like an hour per level of the spell.
I'm
She's just
looking
trying
at the
to see if she
margin, or-
recognizes them.
You have a night to do it. I mean, you could spend the time to do it if you want. If it's an hour per spell.
Well, that'd be the.
Oh, well, then I wouldn't be sleeping and prepping spells for tomorrow. So I'm just flipping through right now.
Roll Arcana, I guess.
Yeah, because like you can
Or
you
even
can look at
idea
a spell
what's
book
in there
and
to be learned.
yeah, you can look at a spell book and say, okay, what spells are in here without taking the time to actually learn them yourself or transcribe them or whatever else.
Yeah, and if you just want to message me what's in there or whatever.
So you do recognize one from your time you spent learning spells with Zora, Featherfall. There's a lot of other ones in there, and yeah, just kind of like out of game. I can tell you what they are once you have more downtime to study it.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay. But yeah, you can, if you want to make a note that Featherfall's in there, you can. All right. So everybody, go ahead and heal yourselves as much as you can with whatever abilities you have, and then you can go ahead and take a long rest.
And I need to craft more ammo.
I should also ask: is this like a? Is it? Are we? Since we're staying at his place, is it like?
Mhm.
Is there like one like spare room that we're sharing, or is this like a multi-room situation?
It is not a multi-room situation.
All right,
You're
okay.
all basically like on some kind of cloth blanket type things on the floor in one room, like in the main room
All
of
right.
the house.
What is the highest shelf or surface that I can? That is in the room.
Oh no!
The highest shelf? Okay, odd question. I'll say the roof of the top of the highest surface is 7 feet tall.
No. What is the highest? No, is there like a bookshelf or something? Like a closet?
There's a bookshelf.
Cool. Iska sleeps on top of that.
If that
Okay,
doesn't
you
say
climb your way up
PTSD.
the bookshelf like a cat. Sorry. And yes, you sleep on top of the bookshelf.
Did you say if that doesn't say PTSD? I mean, yeah, no, that is a direct manifestation of Iska's PTSD.
All
I think
right.
as we're,
All right.
you go first.
No. I'm just gonna say I'm ready to rest.
I think like as we're like settling down the rest, Turks is kind of like leaning against the wall, and
Okay.
in the move that he hasn't done in front of you, he actually takes off his mask for once.
I'm very casually I'm gonna try. Iska's gonna pretend like we're gonna try very hard not to react to make him feel comfortable. Act like this is normal, but Iska's very intrigued. What does he look like?
Yeah, Turek under the mask, kind of like very. I think you've noticed that he looks very young. Like he's like he obviously acted like kind of a hotshot, but he looks way younger than you'd expect of someone out here. He's like very like soft features, and soft features like his bright yellowish eyes and a it's kind of like salt and peppery streak of like kind of like this hyena mohawk starting like up here and going like some partially down his back.
Oh, that's dope.
But yeah, like
Is it hair or feathers?
it is hair. They do. Strix do have hair.
Okay.
Yeah, Strix do in fact have hair.
Iska's gonna say very quietly to herself, another baby.
Amity's gonna yawn. Just that mask has done horrible things to your hair and prestidigitation. Just tidy it up.
It's like
All right.
the mohawk becomes like less like crumpled.
Carnifex does a thing where he covers his eyes with the hat and goes to sleep.
Carnifex is just being incredibly like
Okay.
cowboy right now.
The Kit Kats just sort of stare quietly, and after a minute go, I didn't realize that came off.
The part
Well,
of
that was his face?
Well, I mean, look,
It did not blink.
look, it's my first time meeting people who's got as many, let's say, what's that word? Idiosyncrasies, I think it is, as y'all. So, like, maybe.
It did not blink.
Aye, maybe he just don't need to blink.
If he's not a lizard.
don't-
Every time I talk to Kit Kat, I wind up mimicking the bro. I cannot keep the Russian accent every time we have a conversation. This is so painful.
It's okay. It goes in reverse. I just thankfully will get like a syllable in and then catch
Without
myself.
text to reset me, I will just wind up speaking in this vaguely Scottish brogue every goddamn session.
Just smash your face in.
No,
Nonsense.
but he's not a reptile. He is a bird man. Birds blink, rarely.
Kit Kats just sort of blink at you, seemingly confused by something that you've said, but don't
Do
actually.
you know what a lizard is?
It is.
I I know
Scaly
Alice,
boy.
heard of
4
it.
legs,
Yeah,
tail. Scaly.
right.
Lacks
Right.
legal lore? What the fuck does that mean, Sean?
What?
Have you not watched Harvey Birdman?
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Now I get it.
The lizards, they do not blink. They lick their eyeballs. Birds,
Okay.
you know what a bird is, yes? You've seen a bird?
I not up close.
Then there's this conversation is over. I'm going to bed.
All
It-
right.
It isn't my face. Not yet, at least.
No, what the fuck does that... What? What? No. Hang on, we are not going to bed. What does that mean?
Turk's eyes. You ever think about stories?
Yeah.
Constantly.
The thing, I grew up around stories for most of my life. Did theater, or my village, we did theatrical performances. But wrestling was part of the performances a lot. To tell stories, to honor and honor higher powers. And while that was happening, I came to realize something. We never really referred to any of the characters in those stories as anything other than characters, but they must have at some point, if the story's true, then at some point that character must have been a person at some point, right?
Sometimes.
I mean, that makes
But-
sense to me.
But how much of but if you're but when you get to the point of being something old, myth, legend, where's the point where the person stops and the myth starts?
There is no definitive point. It is a slow...
It's like,
So you are not... my only concern was you were going to, like, stitch the meals to your face. Physically. No, this is a metaphorical thing.
I
Okay.
don't plan on
Okay.
sewing this mask into my face. That would be very painful,
Yes.
and I would still have to wash the mask.
Yes, it would be a very stupid thing to
But-
do, and I would have to forcibly restrain you from doing so. That was my concern.
But- But I've always, for quite a while now, I've been thinking an idea about, because I love being in that village with my family and friends, but there's only so much you can do in there. Maybe I'm just some crazy fool who got hopped up on the idea of adventure and mythic deeds. But I've always, for a while, I've had this idea that I wanted to pass through that door, stop being in the world, go through from that world of the everyday into that
Yes.
world of storytelling. But now, I guess I am in it,
You will be.
and
Artifacts pipes up during that break they talk while talking. You've felled someone who can reanimate the dead. Is that not a start to any hero story?
it is, but that's the thing, is that I always had this dream of like doing it, but when it actually happens, these past few days and fighting the crypt with that necromancer, there was no glory to it, no sense of accomplishment. Just
Speak for yourself. We protected the good people of the village. If those undead would have stayed around, they would have harassed the innocent people in this town.
This is...
glad you feel that way, but that's not what I felt back then. No
This is-
purpose, no duty, no glory, just panic.
You will grow used
From
to it.
half a someone on the couch. That was a spell. It wasn't you.
even after the spell, I could feel that spell go away. I was still terrified.
Is this your first combat experience?
First outside of a performative experience, yes.
It is always this way. There's little bit terror in your first real combat. There is a little bit of realization this is not training. This I could die. You will go past it as you go confident, as you go competent. You are already quite competent. I saw you grapple the Necromancer. You are already a good portion of the way there. It is always scary to fight, to bleed, to fear death. You did well for your first time. It will go easier.
I hope so.
If it does not, you will die. So
That's what I'm afraid of.
we will not let you die. You do not have a choice. It will go easy. You will not die.
Everything looks better in the morning.
Emily really wants to go to sleep.
Yes.
Alright.
The Kit
assume
Kats
we
are
wake up
already
next
asleep on the
morning.
floor.
Turk
How is it
sighs.
That I'm
And
the
kinda-
idiot who licked a corpse, and now I've become group mom.
I thought that was Amity, but I guess Amity's group daughter, I guess.
I think we're group mom
Amity-
together.
Amity is group aunt.
Apparently, I'm the one with the emotional comfort. How did that happen? Don't
You're
make
the
me-
unknowing. You're the veteran. I mean,
I am the war veteran. That's the
even though you
problem.
don't remember it yet.
I would not call the last fall of Last Wall a war in any definition.
No, but
Look,
Iska
look,
is still a veteran.
If I survive an atom bomb, I'm going to call myself a veteran.
Yeah.
You know, no one can tell me otherwise at that
And I
point.
was still in the military. Like I had still gone through boot camp. I'd still gone through like
Yeah,
regular
you were
deployment.
knighted.
I was in training. I was in special training at the time, but I'd still gone
were-
through like regular deployment already.
You were knighted, is the term.
All right. All right, guys. So I think
All
that yeah, you guys have probably fallen asleep at this point.
Yeah.
And you wake up the next morning, Iska, you feel better. Your sickened condition has gone away.
Oh, good.
Uh,
That's not going to be the last time I
yay.
lick a corpse. Just giving you a heads up.
And
I got a hit point back.
Arnold,
Yay.
Arnold comes out and says, good morning. I've made some fresh millie bread. It's ready for breakfast. You can stay as long as you like. And he
Or Mr. Adler.
awkwardly motions you into his kitchen.
Oh, hi,
Carnifex's
I'll
gonna
take-
say, as much as we'd love to stay, we will gladly accept this breakfast, but we have some needs to follow. Perhaps finding a way out of here.
Of course. Well, thank you again, and it isn't much, but take this, and he hands you all 5 gold pieces.
Thank you so much, Mr. Adler. And if you happen to see Nitty and Johns up this way, tell them I said hi.
Oh, you mentioned your parents. In fact, I've seen them recently. I believe Bertie at the bakery has found them a place to stay. You might want to drop by and see him.
Oh, wonderful. I'm so glad to hear that.
He nods and he says, well, thank you again, and feel free to stop by whenever you're in town.
Of course. And if you have any more grave troubles, please just let us know.
Hopefully that won't be the case. And with that, you guys all leave. And where are you going next?
That was very
Well, I assume the Kit Kat's gonna drag us to see the baker.
Yeah.
I mean, it's on our list. I know it's something that we
anyway.
yeah, we have multiple angles. They're like, we need to go talk to Mr. Stonejaw, the baker.
Yeah, talk to the baker. Carnifex is going to mention to the Kit Kats, hey, have you considered getting a bigger shield?
Well, like, I suppose I have.
I don't
I'd
think
also like to
anyone-
get. I'll be perfectly honest, would like to get some real armor at some point. I don't think the apron's really doing much for the old, not getting chomped to bits by zombies and things of that nature.
Damn it, now I've got the brogue again.
Aye, it's infectious. It's my disease. I've infected you.
I thought it'd been infected.
I don't think anyone would be against
It's got
you
corpse
getting a
life.
suit of real armor and a shield.
Oh, I can definitely make the shield happen now, though. I think the armor is still going to have to wait a little bit.
Yeah, if you want to do a quick purchase of something, it is a level 3 town, so you can just buy things for the standard price like you were grading your character.
Full plate's level 2, 30 gold.
Oh, it's only 30? I thought it was
It's only
35.
30? I've already got 6 myself.
We have 29 in the thing, so I can actually cover that by... Let me double check.
Are you guys all okay with spending that?
Oh,
on,
yeah.
the
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, if it keeps the Kit Kats from getting hurt so much.
Yeah, okay,
I can
hold on.
save
Let me...
my spells for...
Stay up longer. I stay up longer.
I get to hit people with the icicles.
And just checking, because I think, Sean, you'd know this as well. Selling stuff is mostly just like half the GP
Yeah,
value,
it's
right?
half GP value. So if you have
Okay.
current armor, you can sell it for half current value.
Yes, I was just debating because I want to see if how I can squeeze getting a shield as well.
How much is the shield? The head.
2 GP, I believe,
Is it just
for like a
flat?
normal ass steel shield.
Is it just a flat half GP, or can we like do like a negotiating minigame?
I don't think there's any set rules for negotiating. Most adventures just assume you sell any loot you don't want for half price.
I think it's usually you just do half price because on the flip side, you can do downtime actions to reduce the price
Yeah.
of something. And so that's
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah,
where...
the problem, like negotiating, selling, and buying during game time, the problem is it takes up too much time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
The,
just
the
wanted
most
to
the
harass
most
somebody.
games do is earn income checks to earn a couple silver on a day where you're not doing any strenuous adventuring.
I think we need to get a bard for Turek. So we have some.
There is rules for hirelings.
I just have to do some real quick math, but I'll do that stuff in a second if everyone's okay with that.
Like Iska is genuinely considering like kidnapping a bard for Turek to help him fulfill his dream.
Do not kidnap.
Hey, kidnapping is
Dude.
fine if it is sort of good course.
She did. Where would she hide it that we wouldn't notice and set him or her free?
I give secrets. You don't know.
You also have very small pockets.
Oh.
Alright, yeah, I
At
saw
some
you
point,
were
and
able
I'll
to take the
do
money.
this
It's just
downtime
power.
at another point. But we need that armor. I'll probably see if we can use some of the whatever treasure we have left towards learning some of those spells. Featherfall would be nice for all of us.
Yeah, if it's like we're spending an hour shopping, I can see Amity squeezing in a spell from that spell book.
Does anybody need rations?
How much money do you need for that, Amity?
That's 30. Oh,
I would need
Um,
2 gold for Featherfall. I don't have it.
I have 6 if you want it. I'm not buying anything.
Let me tell you what you guys got from the Necromancer really fast.
Oh yeah.
So then you might be able to sell something. I'll put it on your sheet here. He had a few things on him.
Aha.
A mutagen, lesser juggernaut mutagen, lesser frost vial, snake oil.
Snake oil?
Seems useless unless it's something I don't know.
Yeah.
It literally has an effect, and it's tricking people into it having a placebo effect, which is very funny.
Literally,
That's
it's
actually pretty
a placebo. It's a fancy placebo.
And he had a runestone. You could sell some of that stuff and definitely make up the money you need. Juggernaut Mutation alone will give you 2 gold if you sold it.
Yeah, I say keep the runestone because we're going to need that in case we get like a +1 weapon drop at some point.
Yes. Keep that.
I definitely want to use the snake oil to fuck with somebody later. I don't want to sell that.
If no one's going to use the Juggernaut, I would like to sell it because it will directly fund me being able to buy a real shield.
Oh yeah.
What does
What am I gonna do with the Juggernaut? Cannon my tiny body into somebody? Useless.
It gives you a small amount of temporary hit points and a bonus to fortitude saves, but you take a -2 penalty to will saves, perception checks,
Yeah,
and initiative
yeah,
rolls.
Yeah, I don't need that.
I don't think I'd really need that either.
That does not
Okay.
sound worth it.
In that case, Kit Kats are going to sell that.
I already
for you,
have
shield.
expertise in all saves, so I don't think I really need that.
Going to add the...
Well, I have an expert will
Amity,
save. I didn't realize I was an expert in
you
will.
could
That's amazing considering how fucking depressed she is.
you could sell the Frost Vial and Holy Water if nobody else wants it, and you could get enough money that
What are
way.
we gonna do with
That's 3 GP.
holy water? This isn't Curse of Strahd.
Well, you
Holy
just
water
have a
is-
bunch of undead.
Yeah, holy
Yeah,
water.
and I have turn undead.
Holy water is also good against evil targets. Like if you hit like an evil creature, not even like
Is there unholy
Any-
water, or did we already have that conversation?
there is unholy and
There
holy
is.
water. If someone throws a vial of unholy water at you and you're a good creature, you take damage.
Oh damn.
Okay, let's keep the bombs for now. You never know.
Bombs are good.
I might take the feat later on that lets me shoot bombs out of my gun.
That's so stupid. I love it.
So just let me know when you're done with all the shopping, Kitty
Yep.
Cat.
Yeah.
This is important because this is a lot of AC for Kit Kat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
this
I have a
is-
full plate and steel shield now. My AC has gone up by 3.
This is what
Pretty
lets
big.
Cat be the tank.
Yes.
We have
Yeah,
finally
we have-
you were getting crit a lot.
armor plated our
Mhm.
tank.
Well, yeah, because I had a buckler, which I also wasn't usually raising the shield on it, because it's only like +1, and the attack was a little bit more useful to me. And then also I had like hide armor with 0 dex.
And an apron.
Yeah.
With like
All right.
a bar space in it.
Saturn, do
What's that?
we have any gold left?
We have 6 silver is what we have left. After
Yeah.
she sold her last buckler off.
Okay.
Yeah, if you guys are keeping the bombs, then you
Yes.
don't have any.
And I
Okay.
definitely want to use this
So
snake
is shopping done?
This is- that
Yep.
was-
Yeah. Everyone reconvenes, and you hear the sort of loud clattering of Kit Kat reapproaching in her full plate mail. It's like, well, I think I'm good. I
Look at
think
you.
I think there'll be a bit less of the stabbings happening to me in the nearish future. So that's good.
I think
I
it
was told
suits you.
stories of knights in shining armor growing up.
I
I'm gonna throw a pebble at you with Mage Hand just to hear the clang.
there's a clang.
Clang. Yep.
I forget. Did I post the art of her in the armor here or not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Yeah,
did. Good.
yeah.
Hang on, I'm gonna pull that up for the live stream.
I remember I
You
was
should,
debating whether to save it until this or not. So
For the reveal.
yeah, I'll
have to add
update
that
the I'll update the token and stuff for next time because I also have to do a little something for Amity too. I think.
So I think we can lay low here for a while. I would like to head east to investigate that temple, though, that we've been hearing about.
We were told that Birdie would have information about it, so
Oh, let's
we head to
walk
the
around.
bakery and have that conversation.
That sounds like a good idea. Still have some other information about my parents as well. Probably a lot of information about anything we could want information about if I had to
Well,
guess.
Well, and I haven't been asking anywhere after a certain friend of mine, so you could maybe put those feelers out, just in case.
I think that would be a good approach.
All right. So you guys all head to Birdie's Breads Bakery.
Yep.
Okay. You already know where it is because you spoke to the tavern keeper before. And as you open the door, you see a pretty well-lit place. Lots of breads and other pastries. All seem to be made from the same kind of materials, but of various types out. You're greeted by a dwarf.
Oh, lovely.
He says, "Ah, welcome to Bertie's Breads. You're talking to the man himself. Billy's from the look of it. What have you come here for?"
We gesture towards the Kit Kats.
You must be Mr. Stonejaw. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. It smells lovely in here.
Aye, aye. Oh, he looks at you for a moment, taking you in. Are you the Fairweather girls?
Aye, that's we.
Aye, your parents told me about you. Given that you have a very unique figure, wasn't that hard to pick you out?
They do inhale unhealthy, I
so-
hope.
I found a place to keep them. The master's men have been poking around a bit. I ain't too fond of them around here, but you know, appearances have to be kept up.
Aye, I understand. Still, I'm happy to hear they're doing well. Thank you so much for helping them.
Least I can do, after all the potatoes your family delivered me over the years.
Who knows? I might have even picked some of those.
Ah! Probably true. So, do you want to see your parents now, or did you have any other questions?
Well, my friends here, the Mellies, they do have some questions for you, actually, as they're,
Oh?
you might have, well, I don't need to get into the whole thing, but we're trying to do some investigating in the area.
Carnifex is going to nod.
Is that right?
And he's going to take the lead on the conversation. I've heard that there's a temple east of here that might hold some interesting information about the nature of the Vale proper.
Aye, if that's a rumor around here. You might have heard it before, but some researcher of some kind, merely like you, at least at one point, came from the outside, determined to escape. Not right in the head. He thought he found some kind of ancient structure that might hold some kind of key of how this whole place works. With the magic protecting the masters, there's nothing you can do against him. But he thought he might have had a way to reduce it, prevent it, do something about it, and then if he knew that, he thought he could get out. He was convinced that there was some kind of clue in that temple out to the east, but he went out there and no one ever heard from him again.
Well, that's our next
That's all
stop.
I know, unfortunately. What's that?
Well, that's our next stop, it seems. Do you have any other information about it, or is that about the extent?
Fortunately, I don't have anything else, but I wish you the best if you go out there.
Do you know where we could get hold of a map of the area surrounding the town?
Hey, I actually have one in the back here. He leads you into the back of his bakery.
Oh. Sylvia, please,
It's like an office room.
Sorry.
What's that?
A place is a sort of a public hospital.
You want to know where a public hospital is?
Like a place. Like basically, I'm trying to figure out a place where Amity's guardian would be if he was injured and not on with the masters.
There's an infirmary, not too far, maybe a block up the road that way. And he points. You looking for somebody?
Yes.
Mrs. Sindro, there's a chance that when we were transferred here, others we might have known were as well. Specifically, I'm looking for an elven man, around 200 years of age, tall. And I've heard
I haven't seen
rumors-
anybody like that. Go on.
I've heard rumors that people who can use the arcane arts run into some special dangers here from the masters.
Aye. The masters seem a little cautious around those that do the finger wiggly things. They tend to take them into close care, either put them to work inside some of the private estates, or either way, they're just never heard from again. Not advisable to let the masters know you're around if you're a person of such talents. Oh, I didn't see this man you're talking about, but I did see another Millie around here. Scraggly looking fella. Little shady, had a short beard, a mustache, human. He came in here asking questions about some amulet or something and an elf woman. I didn't know what to tell him and he left.
Did he describe the amulet?
He didn't have the greatest idea of what it looked like, but... And, Amity, is your amulet visible?
Yes, quite. You said it was the size of my fist. It's
Quite like
hard to
that.
guide.
Ah, what a coincidence. Is this person maybe your friend?
Was he a tall elf, around 200 or so?
No, he's a human fella. It look kind of shady.
Decidedly not a friend. Do you know where he is?
Sorry to say I don't. He asked his questions and he left.
If he comes again, would you leave a message with the Fairweathers?
Aye. And what's that?
It's that he was here and when, and anything you know about where he went or who he might be with.
Alright, alright. I'll
I know
choose to
we'll
trust
check in
you on
with him,
this
that's
one.
all.
Amity,
It was
I'd be
right
careful.
through it.
I'd be careful letting people know about your whereabouts. Even, you don't know who would direct them directly towards where we're going. He knows we're going east for the temple.
Let's see.
So, you guys are all, like, in his back room now, unless you object to going back there.
Yeah.
And he's kind of rifling through his belongings. He pulls out a map, and it's around this time that you hear the door open. Not the door of the room you're in, but the door to the main bakery. And several footsteps go in. Birdie seems kind of alarmed at this. He's like peeking out the window.
And he's
looks over
trying
at
to
you and he
trying
says,
to fit the locket inside her blouse.
Carnifex steps outside the room the moment he hears the footsteps.
all right. Let me pull this up.
Did Amity ever get socks?
No.
No, not yet.
We did a whole shopping montage.
Another
and we didn't-
priority.
Sad.
we did a whole shopping montage. And we didn't buy her any socks. I feel so guilty.
Can we retroactively get Amy some socks?
Only a couple coppers, probably.
She also probably get some shoes to go with the socks, otherwise the socks are going to wear out instantly.
That's true. No, she has shoes, doesn't she?
If he steps out of the way, Carnifex would have walked out
Alright.
the room the moment he heard footsteps.
Yeah, Carnifex, he was actually like over here rifling through things. So yeah, Carnifex, you step out. And you see out there what appear to be the Master's men.
Oh, shit.
Alongside them, there's a flying magical creature with 4 wings. You're not really sure what it is. One of the Master's men looks at you and says, "Oi! You there! You match a
Yeah?
description of one we're looking for."
I am not
He
the
draws
man
his
you're looking
sword.
for, he says, attempting a deception roll against their will DC.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Attempting to know you, then.
They seem unsure, but they say, "All right, we'll see about that." And they all start to approach you. Well, these 3 start to approach you?
The moment they start stepping closer after he says, "I'm not the man you're looking for," he's going to activate 10 steps because, or 10 paces because this obviously is coming to blows.
You're kicking
Okay.
off combat.
There wasn't a backed way out.
Well, 10 paces is a
Here,
roll initiative thing.
Yeah.
There wasn't an exit from the back room, if that's what you're asking. Okay, so yeah, if that's happening, roll initiative. I guess I'll
make sure
give
you
you
don't have the-
one.
I think it still shows
What's
magic
that?
weapon on Kit and Cat, and it shouldn't be active anymore.
You can see it in the
Oh,
effects, but the visual
The
effect
token.
is still there. So
Okay, yeah, sometimes
Yeah,
Why can't I get a
I
highest
wouldn't worry about it.
initiative today?
There we go.
Ooh.
Nice.
Um,
God damn it.
Carnifex. Yeah, I'll let you do one action, just one, before combat starts, since you basically said you're going to kind of like do the
Surprise
equivalent
round.
of sucker punching them. Surprise, yeah. I mean, surprise rounds don't exist in this game, but it's the closest thing.
Oh, nice. Oh, not nice.
Oh, those are the bad guys.
Jesus Christ. What is it with the dice today?
We have very polarizing dice.
Mhm.
If you want me to take action, drawing my pistol is part of initiative, so I'm going to take a first shot before initiative at the front guard.
Yeah, go ahead. You can roll that right now.
Okay.
Also, I don't think it ever came up, but Turk did put on his mask after the day after
Okay.
they.
Oh, yeah, I assume that
Yeah.
was first thing.
He's
I
actually
figured.
flat-footed to that blow if 27 would crit.
Barely not.
Okay. So he
All right,
takes
roll your damage.
this.
All right, so the guard just like totally like unawares, takes a shot in the shoulder, and now it is obviously on as they all draw their weapons. And Birdie also like goes to grab a hammer from like right on the shelf here. All right, so first up, Carnifex, you got initiative too, so your turn.
Yep. He's going to Racontier's reload. Not that.
Okay.
Attempting to demoralize the guy up front.
Okay.
Racontier's reload. He's going to attempt to intimidate the guy he just shot.
Okay.
Be critically failing or critically succeeding, which means he's frightened too.
Nice.
Woo!
Ooh.
And then he's going to take another shot at them.
All right.
Oh.
Well,
Okay, this guard's somehow still standing after all that.
And he's
by
going
all
to.
odds.
So that's reload fire. He's going to reload one more time, attempting to become. He's going to use create a diversion to become hidden,
Okay.
which is deception against everyone's will DC.
Perception.
Uh,
Perception, right?
Create. Oh, it should be linked right there. Oh nope, no it isn't. Create a diversion. Because create a diversion is actually an AOE. Yep, deception versus perception DC.
We all have to roll.
Okay. You do it. You're
That's
not
not
sure of the
relevant
outcome,
for us, really.
but
It's not relevant for allies.
yeah. Okay.
Have it.
So this guard's turn now. You're hidden. What exactly are you hiding behind? Because I think that's relevant. to the Pathfinder
So
rules, right?
the creative diversion from Racontier's reload is you basically draw a creature's attention elsewhere. So he's probably going to be pointing towards to the next door or something. Now, come now. Kind
Okay,
of pointing
so
towards.
if
Yeah, create a
on his
diversion.
turn, Like on his turn, if he's going to be heading towards where you are anyway, is he just going to see you since you're not like behind any
Yes,
object
I didn't.
included?
So
Okay.
yeah, it basically breaks stealth because I didn't take the hide action right after. If I took the hide action, he would have had to seek me out before he could attack me.
Okay, that makes sense. So basically, you're hidden until they look.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so it's his turn, and he is very hurt and frightened, but he knows worse things await him if he tries to run away. So he is going for you, Carnifex. He pulls out his club, whacks you with the club, 8 damage.
Ouch.
He's going to try again, but horribly misses. All right, next, there is an archer in the back. And this archer is also going to shoot at Carnifex.
Oh,
no.
dear.
Weird.
Oh, critical
I'm
hit.
down.
Oh no!
Ah, fuck.
Yeah, so as the arrow sinks into Carnifex, he just like slumps down against the door frame, unconscious. And this archer has 1 action left, which they're just going to stay there and look out. Now, this thing, upon seeing what's going on,
The big head
it
homunculus.
leaves. It just leaves. It's gone.
Oh,
Oh.
shit.
Oh fuck.
That's very bad.
He's
Fine.
gonna report back. He's a homunculus. He doesn't care about what the grunts do.
Oh, these
Sure.
eyes.
Yep. And now it is my turn.
Yep.
Ugh. This is a problem because I can see what. You know what? Is the door open or closed?
The door's open. He walked
It's
out the door.
open. Like, and you saw, you
We saw
know,
everything.
you could see the Carnifex go down from where you are.
How hard is it? What action would it be to try and drag his body into the
That probably wouldn't be much. I'm not resisting on like a reposition check.
I would give it
Easy.
just 1 action to move him anywhere adjacent to where you are.
I think that about tracks with how like pulling people normally works in
first
this
action?
too.
I activate Stoked Flame Stance. Next
Okay.
action, I'm gonna try and drag Carnifex into the room.
Okay.
Why is he guard
yeah,
dog? Oh, it's a Florida
You can
dog,
just
okay.
succeed. I don't see why you'd.
And just so he just doesn't get what? How do I?
Where you
I'm
moving
trying to
him?
move him.
Well, I'll move him. Just ping.
All right, kid.
Oh.
Just I was trying to move him like here.
Yep.
Go ahead and take
All right.
Yeah.
So
And
you
then-
you pick Carnifex up and just move him over there.
Yeah. And then I'm going to. Is there a lock on the door?
Is there a lock on the door? Not that you
So-
can see.
it. Door open in or out? Like, does it
Does it
swing
open in
inwards
or out?
towards us
Hmm.
or out towards them?
Since Tex opened,
let's say-
since Carnifex opened it, it would probably be swung out if I had to guess.
Yeah, because the
Well,
room inside, there's not much space. I would imagine it would
All right, I'll give it to you guys. It swings out.
be. Fuck, that's bad though.
Yeah, that's really bad. I can't
Blockade that.
I don't have a way to block the door since it doesn't really have like a bolt or a lock.
You can stand in front. You can stand in the doorway.
Yeah, but the door swings out. We
Yes.
can't block
But I have 11 HP.
And just so you guys know, there's no windows in this room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we would be
there's
trapped
No
in here.
doors.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
this, yeah, this is not a viable
This is-
is a
long-term
dead end.
strategy. Let's say.
Yeah, the problem is if I try to go running out, that I might get mowed down before.
Yeah.
I make it
I
out.
only got knocked down because I got critted upon.
For,
Yeah, but with the way the dice are behaving tonight.
yeah, and I'm not at full health since we didn't really have
And you can see
time
this,
to heal.
you see
up
the guard
after.
that. Wait, no,
We had a full
you weren't
rest.
hurt. We had a full
We
rest.
did-
You were top.
we-
We slept. We had a full like.
yeah, you should be full.
Oh,
Yeah, you should
also,
be at
again,
full
What
you-
is heal? Wait, the rest
Kit-
for
Kit Kat, can heal you 6 HP every 10 minutes. Like, it doesn't matter.
Wait, I'm confused. I keep cutting Reckless Success for the night, but it only heals me 1 HP.
Not accounting
Because
for like treat
that's how much a
wounds
long
or-
rest. A long rest normally heals you by, I think, your con mod. However,
okay.
we had a position where we could go to sleep and we had as much time as we need to get prepped for the day.
Okay,
Kit
so
Kat
I
can
would-
heal
yeah.
people 6 HP every 10
All right,
minutes.
so I
It's not a
would
big
be at
deal.
full. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna assume that happens every time because it's gonna
Alright.
be too much bookkeeping to like.
Yeah.
All right.
If you guys have a free rest, you can heal.
All right. So, okay. So, do I want to try and risk it to get out?
The guy I shot twice is currently spooked, and you can see that visibly.
All right. Yeah, Tura kind of like nods to the rest of you, and with a response like, it's like, I'll try and draw their attention, and I will use my last action to kind of start moving out.
Where do you move? You just move
I-
there.
And I'm going to move 30 feet
okay.
to like try and intercept this.
Before you
guard
move down
with-
there, the guard takes an attack of opportunity against you.
Attack. All right, I'll
I
take
thought
it.
attack of opportunities were. Oh,
How
there's
does
a
that-
class for it.
What's that?
Never mind, ignore me.
All right.
Ah, fuck.
Since it
How's-
happened back, it happened here. So
Oh,
you
shit.
can decide to change your mind after you take the damage.
Now, I
Well, the
think
problem-
So it just
I think-
whacks you with a club for 16 damage.
I believe attack of opportunity only interrupts on critical. I don't think it. I think otherwise you just take the hit while you're running.
Yes, but this
It was
wasn't.
critical.
Oh, it was. Oh shit. Oh, never mind. Well, yeah. You're
That's
fine.
why it's so much damage.
It's
So
not actually
you would
intercept.
be
Here.
here. Does it
Yeah,
intercept?
No, it doesn't. Only I believe
I
This is a
didn't-
that
move action, not a.
it's not
this is
just
not-
that.
Yeah, not-
Only champions and thaumaturge's reaction only intercept on a critical.
Okay.
I think
Yeah, I
monks
didn't
get
think
one
it did.
too. Or
Monks don't get-
optionally.
So the
Monks don't get it at all, even option.
the overall point is you can decide what to do with the rest of your move. You don't have to move all the way down there. You can also go back into the room. It's up to you.
You know what? I will move here just so I have a little bit of cover, even though I can't take a cover action.
Okay. All right. Partial cover
That is-
behind the bar.
That will be my turn.
Okay.
This is not good.
Amity.
I instantly went down to 3 HP.
Yeah. this guard.
There's
is
so
rolling
many
well.
crits. What the hell's going on?
Well, hopefully we can get our own crits once we start
I
Hopefully.
did.
I'm moving to here.
onto a table.
Right. This guy. Oh man, we've got people in here. So I'm the guy behind the door. I'm going to cast Daze on him.
Okay.
That's a will save.
Yep. Let me roll it. Success.
Fuck. Well,
Does he take a damage?
he takes 2.
He takes 2.
He takes
Okay.
2.
You cast Daze on him, and the guard, like, his face just starts twitching, and mouth starts frothing, and he falls over dead.
That guy had no hit points.
Technically,
I
The
it's
card
not
effects
lethal.
almost killed him.
But yeah.
And
Technically,
then
technically, it's non-lethal. But he does have 2 bullet wounds.
Okay, yeah, if it's not lethal, then he just falls over unconscious. All right. So this woman behind the bar. Oh, you ended your turn. Do you have something else to do?
no, I'm done.
Okay. She just screams, "Ah!" and runs back into the room. That's what she
Understandable.
Now, Bertie, so grabbing his hammer, he just says, like, "Goddamn Master's men! Don't you know I have the blood of kings within me?"
Oh shit.
Dramatic.
and he runs out with his warhammer, taking 2 moves, and just tries to smash this guard.
Oh dear.
Hell yeah.
Oh, he smash.
Smash. The whiny guard.
He just like takes his warhammer, screaming about how he has the blood of kings.
I'm suddenly glad. I am also suddenly glad that I took that guard's attack of opportunity
Oh yeah.
for Birdie.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, he would have been dead, but
You would still be hurting.
yeah. So he just caves in this guard's head. His head is like gone now. It's Kitten Cat's turn.
All right, Kit and Cat bark at Iska. You take care of Carnifex. I need to get out there. Her first action is going to be to move. Let's start here. See what the situation is. Okay, her movement's going to stop at Turek. She's going to real quick lay on hands to there we go. You get 6 HP back, and she is. Who else is here? Who is our enemies? For her third action, looks like the guard dog in the sentry. She is going to move up to next to Birdie.
Okay.
And that's her turn. Let me enter.
Okay, let's go.
Right. I am gonna move up to Carnifex. I don't necessarily need to do that because I am going to take 2 actions to heal the shit out of him.
All right.
Living.
All right. I am now wounded 2.
All right, Carnifex. Yeah, you just waken as the breath like streams back into your lungs. You're lying on the ground, not too far away from where you went down, with Iska over you.
Iska has placed 1 hand on each cheek. It's squeezing a little bit. And my turn.
That's your turn. All right.
I mean, I moved and I did a
Okay.
double action heal, so yeah.
So the guard dog, it seen its masters die, kind of flies into a rage, bites at Kit Kat.
Wow, through the armor. I'm impressed.
Bad dog.
Yeah, just kind of got one of its teeth in between the plates and did a little bit of damage, not too much. Just wildly biting for the rest of its actions, and is not able to penetrate the armor. You didn't want to raise your shield for that, did you?
I couldn't have because I didn't spend the action to do so during my turn.
All right, Carnifex, you are back.
So Carnifex is back, but his pistol's still on the ground where he fell. So he's going to spend an action drawing his other pistol from the other holster, his jury. He's going to crawl to here to avoid having to stand up. He's going to take a shot at the archer. That's weird. I shouldn't be taking a penalty for ranged weapons while prone.
You should not. I would not think so. I will just mentally undo it. Just let me know. what
Well,
it's
you're
doing to you.
flat-footed, that's why.
I'll just
I
add it
figured
to the
we-
attack roll. Well, that's actually a rules as written. You can make range attacks with crossbows and firearms while prone without taking the circumstance penalty. Oh, there it is. It's just a toggle. He fires the pistol at the archer.
Oh,
All
come
right.
on, man. You're a glass
feel like
cannon.
it's
Just be less glass, more cannon.
I'm actually going to use a hero point to reroll that.
All right.
Reroll using hero point.
Oh, much
That's more
better.
like it.
Much more cannon.
All right. It's a hit.
For 7.
Okay.
Just doing the RoboCop thing of getting the perfect shot between Stonebeard's legs.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's basically what happens. You're like kind of like waving back and forth. You shoot the archer. It goes into his leg. The archer screams out a little bit. That's all your actions, right?
Yeah, that's 3. Draw the pistol, crawl 5 feet, shoot the...
Yes.
Now it's the archer's turn.
Now it's the archer's turn. So this archer is trying to like see what's going on here. Got to move back a little bit. here and take a shot at Kit Kat.
Good hit.
One of the arrows does. Why did? Oh, I have 2 people targeted. Let me just re-roll it. That's why I messed up. Yeah, the first arrow hits, finding a place in between your armor plates for 8 damage. Second arrow just whizzes far, far off, sinking into the table.
Dang.
And that's the
Honestly,
archer's
in
turn.
that one, I feel like he should just like fumble. the
This
string,
is
and it
this
sinks
is
between his
rough.
toes.
He just got Kit Kat just got better armor, and now they're getting a lot of hits.
Destroyed.
This is tragic.
It's okay. It's by design.
All right, so
Jesus,
Turk
that's
is
not
going
bad.
to take.
Critic. Go ahead. Sorry.
Turk is going to take 2 actions to stride twice to just kind of get
Okay.
all the way up to this guard, and then my final action will be a flurry of blows. So, first attack.
All right.
This is 19 hit.
Yeah, it's a
That
top.
That
for
hits.
first
Yes.
damage. 9 slashing damage.
Okay.
Oh hell yeah! We didn't even. Is he still up or is he gone?
He's still up. Keep going.
All right.
Murder
Second
him.
attack. Nope.
Damn it.
I always miss. This is the rough part. Is that I always with flurry of blows is that the map applies immediately. But hey, I'm in his face, and I got a good shot on him.
It's good
That's-
action compression because it's 2 actions for 1 action.
It is. Just
Yeah,
it
it's
is. Yeah, but yeah, that is the end of my turn.
yeah, so-
I have gotten a nice solid hit on him.
So yeah, you slash into the archer. The archer's definitely looking very hurt now. He's like holding his wounds. And it's Amity's turn.
Oh, Cramity.
Amity can only see obliquely out of this door.
Mhm.
I'm going to cast Message. And the inoffensive commoner is going to hear like a whisper in his ear. You
Offensive.
moron, get in the back room.
The commoner is just like kind of cowering in the corner here. He doesn't know what's going on, really.
Now he
Why
has
can't even
orders.
fucking see?
The back room. He can't reply to this.
Alright. He looks around. What?
And then look at Carnifex, reach over, magic weapon.
Okay.
That's for you on jury.
Magic weapon. I didn't even know there was another man in here. Like, I can't see that.
All right. And that's it, right?
I can't see anybody else.
I can see all the action.
I'm so far away from everyone. This might be a
Offensive
problem.
commoner.
I might have
kind
made
of,
a
like,
mistake.
Runs fast.
Well, you are the melee man. And what are you gonna do?
True.
Wrestle a Florida dog? Actually, no,
Alright,
don't answer
Birdie.
that. I know exactly.
Florida dog.
It's a gator. It's a Florida
Still
dog.
pissed.
Am I wrong?
Birdie's going after Florida
Woo!
dog. Oh my god.
Woo!
Birdie.
Oh, Birdie. Can we adopt Birdie?
Birdie's a champ. What the hell?
That man is a
Alright,
fucking
so after
force of
Birdie
nature.
smashed the guard's head, he then just like breaks the dog in half with his warhammer. And then
Birdie
he's
is
going to
is
hit
the
his
is
last
the
action
fucking
coming up here.
MVP.
Oh, he can do this. All right.
He has crazy movement. Good lord.
Especially for
Flashing
such
you.
a short man.
Actually, wait, he's a dwarf. He can't do that.
Yeah, he has a less
Gotta
actual
be
movement
here.
than like everyone else. All right.
All right.
Well, the dog certainly saves me some trouble. So the Kit Kats are going to first action move 20 feet, second action move also 20 feet, far as they can, and they're going to go for the finisher on this Fair Archer Sentry.
But I want to hit with Purifying Ice Go once. I've got a
Oh,
new animation
Credit.
for it and everything.
We'll see how this goes. You might still have a chance
See how it
defending.
goes. You might miss.
So, strike. Oh, it's a critical miss. I'm gonna spend a hero
natural
point on it. That's insulting to me.
It's insulting to everyone.
A regular miss. That's not much better, but it's fine. Yeah. So she's still up.
Hooray!
Oh, right. I have to end my turn.
Maybe I can get a hit with Purifying Icicle.
Iska,
Oh,
time
dear.
to shine.
Wait, hang
Is
on.
it time to?
How far away is he? 70 feet? Alright, I gotta move up.
You're just gonna snipe him with the icicle.
Oh, fuck yeah.
This-
It's hard to get the man.
Purify the man.
All right. How do you want to do it?
I want it to, like, fucking go right through his chest. Like, something like slow-mo anime style bullshit. Like, his heart comes out the back.
Just he goes right between Turk's legs and impales this man.
Yeah, like I army
Yes,
crawl out from between, like, from under Carnifex, and, like the fucking, like, anime look.
Carnifex is still prone.
Oh, well, I'm on top of Carnifex, then. I literally army crawl on top of Carnifex, who is, like, army crawling. It's an army crawl stack. And then I fucking Purifying Icicle
stacks.
right between Turk's knees. His
Okay,
heart comes out. The
okay.
man's heart comes out the other side, pierced on the arse.
So, you feel weight on top of you, Carnifex, and then a cold energy like bursts past you. Turek, you're like trying to take this archer out when all of a sudden you feel like this stream of cold come right under your legs, and you look up, and the archer is just completely impaled on an icicle. It first launches up a little bit, then almost ballistically comes down with the icicle sinking into the ground, and now the archer is stuck into the ground.
Iska's
And
gonna
you
do
guys
a
are-
little dance on Carnifex's back.
Does anyone ever tell
Alright,
you
let me give you guys your EXP.
gnomes are heavier than they look?
Be quiet. And be a good dancer.
And Carnifex picks up the other pistol in front of him and then reloads them both and then holsters them.
You're an excellent sniper.
If I could see more, I probably wouldn't have spent the magic weapon, but I had no way of knowing how many people were left.
Yes.
I
Fair.
saw one of them get away. The masters are going to know about this.
Sick. I should learn
We have
Russian swear words.
We have to get somewhere safe or hidden or something.
We head
And
to the
certainly away from
temple.
Birdie. Birdie, you magnificent bastard. And Amity goes and kisses him on the cheek.
Honestly, no. Fair.
Okay.
I feel that, yeah.
So Birdie like still has this kind of look of rage in his eyes, and he says, "You know why there's so many dwarves in this town?
Boy.
We used to be our own kingdom, you know. Long, long time ago. Tul Buldar, it was called. So long ago, almost everyone has forgotten. But I remember, because I have this." And he pulls out what looks to be like some kind of stamp or something. It has a emblem on it. This is our royal insignia. My ancestors have kept passing it down for ages, even though we're under the goddamn master's thumbs here. I've never forgotten. And I won't stand for this any longer now that they've taken everything from me.
Was there a door opening
This
noise in
bakery is
game?
gone now.
Yeah, there is.
What's that?
Was there just a door opening noise in game? Because
That was me seeing how the door affected sight, and also because I felt
Okay.
urge to toggle it.
Well, so yeah, I was like, is there something in my walls? I don't know if you saw me remove the.
No, that was
Like, you see Iska, like while Birdie's going on his rant, you see Iska just sheepishly like pulling the door.
Okay, that isn't technically in character. That's just me having the urge to click a thing that toggles and
Fair,
makes a
fair,
noise.
fair.
But sure, that could be fucking in character.
I mean, that
Yeah,
seems in
It's
character
always
to me.
funny.
And what, to just randomly open and close doors?
Woo!
This is from the gnome who licked a corpse earlier, so yeah.
We're almost
This
to
is
we're almost
true.
at the halfway point to level 2, baby.
Woo!
Woo!
Psychic, here I come.
Definitely predates.
I,
Oh
Not-
god, you're going psychic, Daddy?
Yeah.
I
I
predates
find
the
this hilarious
masters.
because my backup is psychic with Sork dedication.
So,
Aw,
It can.
we're mirrors.
Birdie, are there many like
This
you who
means you
remember
have
the
to
times
monk
before the Masters?
if Iska dies.
Can we
What was
zone the
that,
conversation
Amity?
back in, please?
Sorry, yeah,
Sorry.
that's...
Yeah, Amity.
Birdie, if there were many dwarves who remembered the time before the Masters.
No. Only our line. Only our line have kept it because if they knew that we still kept the ways of the old kingdom, they would have stomped us out. I worked with Wyatt Rinshaw in Angora for a while, trying to plan a way to overthrow these goddamn masters, reestablish the kingdom of old. But with the magic they have protecting them, there's no way.
Would you like a little bit of help?
Aye, absolutely. In fact, this bakery is as good as gone. That goddamn thing that just ran away. It's going to tell the masters all about it.
They didn't
I've
see
heard
you help.
they have. What's that?
I did not see you help. There is no evidence that
You
you
didn't
helped.
see Birdie help? Oh,
No,
oh.
Iska's saying that the
Yeah,
homunculus
I get
left
it, I get
before.
It didn't even see Birdie.
It
Like,
doesn't
he was...
matter. It doesn't
Alright.
matter. Listen, there's word that Questioner Ferrell, one of the master's lead torturers, has been sighted in this town. The fact that you were in here is enough for them to put me to the question. I have to get rid of this bakery and everything about it. I need a new place to hide out, someplace no one knows about, someplace with at least a little space to serve as a base of operations.
At a possibly non-existent temple to the southeast.
Well, I suppose I have nowhere else to go, if you're asking me to come with you.
One would be grateful for your aid.
You're very
Probably
helpful.
safer than staying in town anyway. I was gonna say you could probably ask Mr. Andler to give you a place to hang your head, but you know, a temple that no one else is at, probably a lot safer than a guy's house, if I had to guess.
Plus,
My only concern is sending someone somewhere that might be more dangerous than here. If you remember, the person who had went to the temple before was never heard from again.
I will work on to the
There, we're
temple
going
anyway,
to
and
accompany him there.
frankly, it seems to me Mr. Stonebeard's at least as dangerous as any one of us, eh?
Oh, at least.
if
I'd say we fill our pockets with bread because we're a little low on supplies.
Did we not buy more supplies?
We set the place on fire, which I'd be happy to help with.
Ooh, a little fire.
You know, as much as our planning talk is useful, perhaps we should leave. The homunculus left maybe a minute ago. They'll be here soon.
I do want to gather as much bread as I can in just a couple quick, like, what
Okay.
can we fit in our backpacks for rations?
Many delicious
I mean,
beasts.
there's so much food here. You can essentially just take as many rations as you can carry.
How many rations can we carry?
So we're just going to not worry about rations going forward, I guess. Then
At least until it goes stale. I'm gonna give this
Let's say you can carry 2 weeks.
okay, so
two
2
what?
weeks
So
per person.
I mean,
2 weeks of bread is
2
quite a
weeks of
lot of
person.
bread, I think.
and also the bread will go bad. So
Yeah.
no matter
Yeah.
how much you can take.
Yeah, 2
I already
weeks
had
is
some
reasonable.
rations, so I'm stocking up to 2 weeks since I already had a good 10 days.
Okay.
Burn it down. Leave no traces we were here. The homunculus knows, but we don't want the evidence.
Evidence schmevidence, you're not starting a fire in a residential neighborhood. Look how close those other houses are.
I don't
That's
see
Out of
any
your
right.
evidence.
mind.
10 minutes to set a fire anyway, so we can
A
just go.
controlled demolition.
How about we just beat feet? Get the hell out of here.
Let's head out of town. I'm pretty well hurt, but I can hold on. It isn't the first time I've been particularly harmed in the line of duty.
All right. Let's all get our stuff together and go camping. Maybe find ourselves a temple, shall we?
Indeed.
Sounds wonderful. The seal that he had,
Alright.
did it resemble any of the stuff that we found in that crypt?
No, it did not. Okay. Yeah. So you all set off, leaving the town behind you, and that is where we'll end it tonight. It's 10 o'clock exactly.
All right.
Wonderful.
I keep forgetting I have the reach spell actually. Feat.
Yeah. I hope you guys had fun. You definitely had some more dangerous fights that time.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was honestly, I really enjoyed like the team bonding we had, and the
Yeah.
discovery that Iska is both the team idiot and team mom.
Yeah.
And the
good
reveal
job
that
role
Turk-
playing, guys.
Yeah. And the reveal
Yeah.
that Turk is the team child.
Oh yeah, Turek is baby.
I'm glad that Turk is the team child on a team that has the Kit Kats in it. That's
Yeah.
very fun to me.
I just like that on a team with so many youthful individuals and so many inexperienced individuals. You've somehow managed to be the baby. Like it was almost Amity for a minute there, and then it was you.
Amity's
She's like-
very good at fronting, so
Amity's an excellent liar. Well, yeah, no, she's an excellent liar. I just remembered her with the goblins.
Amity
yes,
is the
the gun is
liar of our
cursed.
team.
I do have deception and intimidate, so
I have that
I
and
think I'm-
performance, but I
yeah, and
never
I'm just
use it.
on diplomacy. So between me and Carnifex, we show what we want to as a general rule.
well, because I needed deception, intimidation, and performance for all of my class stuff.
I think every single deception check I've rolled, I have failed because I've only rolled them frivolously for dumb shit like convincing people that licking a corpse is totally a delicious experience. And something stupid I did last session too. What was it? I don't remember.
I can't remember what it was. I do remember you doing something like that.
There's a VOD on YouTube.
Yeah, if you ever want to know.
If we ever want to know, you can go troll through 3 hours of.
Statistically speaking, I think it involved the goblins. I want to say.
It almost certainly involved goblins. You're right.
Yeah, that's right, because you guys did the goblin camp last time.
And then
Was
there was
it-
that weird duel.
Was it to pretend that the soup wasn't nasty?
That's what
It was the thing with the I was trying to.
That's-
Every time it's been me trying to convince you guys to eat nasty shit. It was the cockroach stew. So far, I'm 2 for 2 on eating something nasty and trying to convince you guys it's delicious. After initially being honest in my assessment of saying, no, it's not that great.
Yeah, well, I think that's part of why is because you very vocally say, this is really bad, and then immediately go, no, actually, it's good, though. You should try it.
I mean,
doesn't help.
The
No,
cockroach
you're right.
the cockroach stew is gross, but it's probably not as gross as like a desiccated ancient corpse.
Yeah,
So
it was very
No one who
dusty,
eats-
I'm not gonna lie.
No one who ate the
That was
cockroach soup had to
probably
roll any
mostly
fort
liquid.
saves.
yeah, no. Looking
Hey,
at
I only had to
desiccated
roll one
corpse,
fort
yeah,
save.
Okay, sorry.
Uh,
I mean, my thought was like, not many diseases are gonna live that long on a corpse. It's just gonna be dead.
I just assume it would have been like bones and dust, given a couple hundred years.
I mean, it depends. I mean, that
Yeah,
whole thing
it
with the
was
Victorians
mummified.
and I mean, how well preserved was it? Was it like full Egyptian sarcophagus, or was it just like
it was mummified.
Oh,
Yeah,
so that
it
thing
was
still had
mummified.
skin.
all I'm saying is that your
Kind of.
body would not be happy about it being inside of you.
I
Is
don't know. The
is
Victorians ate ground up pharaohs, and they
Do you think the
I wouldn't
Victorians were a
get too worried
picture
about
of
the
health?
Victorians.
no,
Been
they
birthed
weren't.
forever and still are.
What'd you say, Jennifer?
I wouldn't feel too superior over the Victorians. Just I
No,
won't go into
no.
more details for us today.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely fair. The Victorians were. I mean, the whole detail where they just ate corpses for the exoticness of it is just an extremely. It's the exact same kind of it's the exact same kind of like fucking motivation behind invading the whole world for spices, realizing poor people can have spices now, and deciding that flavor is for poor people.
Poor people. You know,
Just
the
also-
Mwangi Knolls do ancestral ancestral feasting as a way of preserving their memory.
Cannibalism.
Ritual
Funerary
cannibalism.
Yeah, funerary.
Um,
The gnolls have so many prions.
the gnolls and the Moengi are friendly though. They just do a little bit of ancestral feasting.
Just a little bit of ritual cannibalism as a treat.
I am not someone who would do funerary cannibalism, but I always love to see it in a fantasy like Ancestry. I think it's my favorite thing.
I'm
That's
also
a
happy
weird-
they retcon. I'm also happy they retcon the gnolls to not be all totally evil like they did with most ancestries in the game.
That's correct.
Wait, gnolls were evil? They're just fucking hyenas.
Well, yeah. Well, it's the like in the D&D-ification of it, which is to say, I think the thing is that in the 1E stuff, especially, they're like pathologically lazy, and as a result, are also tend to be slavers by profession.
The
And so it's like, oh, all
and
gnolls
then-
are evil because they're so
and then
lazy. And they keep slaves.
worshippers of what is it? The mutilation lady, where it's like her anathema was like give mental health to people.
Give what?
Hold up, what's it? Evil deities, Pathfinder.
Like council people. That's her anathema.
Oh, yes. Lamashtu, Lady
Yeah.
Lamashtu,
The god of monsters.
the literal god of monsters. Her
I
anathema
love a mother
is,
of monsters trope.
her
That's her?
anathema is attempting to treat a mental illness or deformity.
I think she's also one of the only evil gods that has heal font, which is fun.
It is. Edicts bring
Interesting.
power to outcasts and the downtrodden, indoctrinate children in Lamashtu's teachings, make the beautiful monstrous, reveal the corruption and flaws in all things.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
I
fine.
remember
As far as evil gods go, pretty cool
I mean,
conceptually. Still
Yeah,
evil.
not the worst.
she's into therapy.
you know.
Can't be that
Well,
bad if she's
okay.
into therapy.
She's not
No.
into therapy. She actually hates therapy.
Wait,
Yeah,
so
no, her anathema is attempting to treat. I just linked it in general.
Here's the thing: she loves mental illness.
oh, I thought
But
he said
her thing is, if you have a mental illness, keep it. It is a weapon. You must weaponize it.
Yeah. I mean, you can kind of empathize with that type of evil more because it's more of just like a compassion for the impure, you know. as
Yeah.
opposed to
Yeah,
just,
if you've
"Wah, I
never
wanna
been-
destroy things."
I mean, no, okay, so that actually kind of pisses me off, like, genuinely. Like, that whole, like, yes, wallow in your sorrow, never get help, be fucked up. Like,
But she's evil.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
chaotic
She's
evil.
evil.
I know, but I'm
Yeah.
personally insulted. I'm taking it personally.
Yeah.
Don't worship her.
She
as-
also likes
as
to
is-
like warp people's bodies and impregnate them with monsters and leave them to deal with the social repercussions. So
she's like
she's
what?
pretty.
So
damn
she's
evil.
like Zeus, but worse.
She's like what's the Warhammer one? Slanesh.
She's like a
The-
combination of
the-
Zeus, Echidna, and just every whiny little piss baby I've
Probably
ever met.
Slaanesh.
That's okay. You want to see her deific boons? Hold on.
Oh no.
They're all horrible.
Major boon. Lamashtu uses your body to birth a new monster regardless of your gender.
Hate
Oh my
that.
god.
Hate that. Thanks. Hate that.
Lamashtu is fun for a certain kind of campaign.
And
What
she
could
can
a
do it once a day.
What?
once a
Once
day?
per day, you can spend 1 minute to
She's
birth a
doing
monster
it
determined
when
by
you're
your
dead.
GM.
Wait, hang on. That means that a PC could have a legit Mother of Monsters build, like the whole like
Yes.
ancient,
So
like the
the-
mythological trope
it-
of.
It is worthing that the major boons usually only turn up in high level play.
But I
Yeah,
could
also,
be a Mother
sure.
of Monsters. I could be
With-
Echidna.
With GM support, you could
Yes.
be a mother of monsters.
Josh, can I be Echidna?
No.
You're not worshipping Lamashtu
I,
in this campaign, I don't think.
I hate everything else about
I-
Lamage too, but I like
I've-
being a Mother of Monsters.
I feel like
that?
I feel like the party would probably collectively dunk on you if you're trying to worship the literal mother of monsters.
I mean, dunk on me as in make fun of me, because y'all already
No.
will not let me
No.
forget the whole
Punch you as in
cockroach.
find
Okay.
your body of water,
To put it
dunk you underneath it and leave you there for just long enough.
Okay,
Um,
so I will be murdered. Good to know. In a future game, I want to be a kid.
Sure, evil campaign.
Yeah, if we do the evil campaign, please by all means do Lamashtu Worshipper. I have some evil PC ideas I've been kicking around. Would love to use them.
I mean, I viscerally hate everything else about Lamashtu.
You're not supposed to like it.
But I really like the idea of embodying the mythological trope. Because it can, like, Mother of Monsters thing, like, shows up in a lot. Mythology is kind of a hobby of mine. That kind of thing just shows up in a lot of, mythology. Echidna is the only one I can think of by name right now. Because the Greeks. But, like, the idea of being able to, like, embody a mythological trope, especially one as hardcore and nuanced as Mother of Monsters is.
I think Tiamat is also in there. I want to say, like, the
Tiamat
actual,
is not worshipped in D&D or
well, no.
Pathfinder.
No,
I don't mean dragon Tiamat. I mean the actual Babylonian Tiamat, who is.
She was something to do with floods, wasn't she?
She was the god of like the primordial chaos of the sea or whatever, and then it's sort of part of her thing is like as the ascension of mankind and her worship was kind of forgotten about, she sort of became evil and gave birth to the monsters of the sea and things of that nature.
Yeah, no, listen, being a fan of like actual mythology and then getting into D&D was a very confusing time, I tell you what. They said Tiamat and I was like, dope! We're flooding?
Yeah.
And everybody's like, what do you mean flooding? She's not a water dragon. I was like, what do you mean she's a fucking dragon?
You watch anime now?
Oh yeah, it's just a lot. Different.
When I was in middle school, I don't really watch a lot of it these days.
Okay. Just curious. There's a good depiction of that specifically in something that I think is good, but it's also hard to recommend unless someone's already kind of bought into the
whole concept of anime.
The brain poisoning that comes with anime. It's hard to recommend to someone from level 0 unless they're already like.
What show?
Babylonia of the Fate Grand Order.
That sounds vaguely familiar, actually.
You've probably seen GIFs of it around.
I mean, maybe. I mostly glean my cultural knowledge from Tumblr, which is
Fate Stay Night itself is very popular with the Babylonia.
Fate Stay Night,
anime.
I started reading the manga actually. I think.
There's probably a manga adaptation of the original. I haven't read it myself personally though. There's a lot of Fate is the thing.
The only Fate I know is having played Melty Blood.
I don't know what that is.
It's a fighting game.
Of course.
I've played Melty Blood.
Oh yeah.
And the other thing is I've been the community for Mugen. The community for Mugen has a bunch of meme characters, and there's one of the characters does the whole Unlimited Blade Works monologue before their round starts.
That sounds correct. Yeah, that sounds correct.
It just sounds like Zamasu in Fighters.
I love how unashamedly dramatic anime is, and just the wild ass shit.
Oh yeah,
like there's no limits. It's all insane. Like Fate you can find the most niche ass shit, and it gets fucking like.
I posted it in
syndicated in Japan and then brought over to America, and it's the most like, what if magical girl but a boy and also a zombie? It's like, it's not even horny. It's just weird, and I love that.
What if men in extremely fashionable clothes just beat the shit out of each other?
Wasn't that fucking JoJo?
Yeah, that's JoJo's.
I've never even seen JoJo.
It's
not just that. It's their ghosts beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah,
the first two seasons it was them. The third season onward is their ghosts.
Are they
first
dead?
2 seasons. Yeah, first 2 seasons have an entirely different power system.
What's up?
Didn't they
think
just
that
like
he figured he couldn't go that far with Hamon?
Yeah, I think that was his reason that he couldn't find a way to keep evolving the system. So he switched to stands.
The stands can go anywhere.
Anything can be a stand, even something that could have been Hamon.
I just posted the intro to every round featuring Servant Emiya in Mugen. It's a whole 30 seconds before their round starts, where they're doing in monologue.
Now, for what it's worth, that's a Mugen problem, not a Fate Stay Night problem. Melty Blood is comparatively sober. Comparatively,
but Mugen is fun.
I mean, but it is explicitly the shitpost meme game made by shitpost memers.
I mean,
I've watched Salty Bet. I get it.
It's been around for a long time. I remember playing Mugen in like the early 2000s.
It still gets new characters. Someone ported the entirety of Melty Blood type Luminous characters and not
Wow.
Dragon Ball, and all of Guilty Gear Strive's characters to Mugen.
1999 release.
Have you ever watched Salty Vet, either of you?
I do. I do watch
I
it.
don't think so.
I don't.
Okay,
I can't. All I
the
hear
geese
is salty.
lease.
The premise for Salty Vet is it's Mugen, and they just have like basically every character anyone's
I've
ever
seen
made
it.
for Mugen loaded up, and they
Yes.
make them fight each other randomly with like AI control, and just to see who wins with these horrible, overpowered shitpost movesets. It's really great.
There
so
is-
it's like
Yeah,
one of
I
those
have
like
watched
who would
this.
win.
It's funny.
Yes, it's very much who would win. Except there's like 30 different versions of each character from a fighting game.
And since most of them are fan made, they have like really just outrageous movesets that aren't balanced at all. And so it's like, all right, who's gonna win? SpongeBob
Okay.
or Peter Griffin? And then like Peter Griffin can shoot a screen wide laser that takes off 75% of your HP in one
Okay,
hit.
are you guys familiar with the Evo Moment 37 where Daigo playing as Ken
yeah.
like parried like 7 blows in a row?
I am.
There is a version of Ken in Salty Bet called Daigo Ken, where the lower his health goes, the better he gets at parrying.
Honestly, it was crazier than what you described in Evo Moment 37. He parried,
like,
yeah.
He parried
did
the
like,
super.
yeah, he parried. It was a it was like 15 something frame perfect parries in a row, and he was so low health that if he fucked up the parry even once, he would lose.
Oh.
My dad, I think he was part of a Secret Santa for work. And he sent a group chat to me and my siblings. Was like, does anybody know like manga or anime or whatever that I can recommend for a like 12-year-old boy and a 15-year-old girl? And I was like, man,
Demon
everything we know
Slayer.
is gonna be well out of date. So I turned to some of my very weeb ass friends, and they immediately recommended shit like Attack on Titan. And I was like, it's got to be
No.
nonviolent. I'm trying not to get my father in hot water with his
12-year-old.
coworkers.
Demon
Also, like,
Slayer?
Demon
Slayer's
Slayer's also pretty
extremely
So
violent.
no. Demon Slayer's aimed at the 13 audience.
Yeah, but it's still action horror. It's just less grim
There's
than
a lot
AOT.
of decapitation.
Is it something
My
that if their
Hero
parents
Acca.
see it over their
Hero
shoulder,
Acca
they're gonna
maybe.
freak?
My Hero Acca's probably fine.
I recommended
For
My
a
Hero
12-year-old,
Academia.
definitely fine.
Yeah, that one's probably fine. There's not
Speaking
like
of,
gore in that or anything.
You know
crazy.
My Hero Acca is in Fortnite now.
Of course it is.
Oh, of course.
You know how many Bakugos I saw at
is-
Fan
there is
Expo this year?
Everything is in Fortnite at this point, including Dragon Ball.
I mean, of course Dragon Ball would be in Fortnite.
I
It's fucking
think
Dragon Ball.
supposedly they're adding Doom Guy as well.
Doom Guy is a Battle Pass skin. They just got added. Same with Geralt of Rivia.
Well, it's been fun, but I am going to dip
Yeah.
for the
I have to
evening.
go, so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
no,
am
I actually
also
have to
gonna-
open tomorrow.
Thanks, guys.
Unfortunately,
Alright. I had a lot
y'all-
of fun. Good night.
Y'all-
Alright.
Alrighty. So that was hang on, now I gotta reactivate my fucking camera. Alright, so that was a lot of fun. I'm glad y'all could join us, or not, as the case may be, Tark showing up late. The VOD will be up on YouTube shortly because I don't make you wait for these things because I'll forget. Welcome to Executive Dysfunction. I don't know that I'll have a lot of time this week to stream. I volunteered for some overtime. Fuck, am I working 2 doubles in a row? Oh no, I get off at 3 on Tuesday. I might be able to do something Tuesday evening. More Fallout 4, dadding the apocalypse, you know. Maybe Wednesday morning. Oh. Saturday is an all-gnome hit squad with my old, with one of my other online groups that the previous one that fell apart due to schedule conflicts with, Phil and everybody. Phil and his, frankly, excessive love of photoshopping, of MS painting, shop signs and things. You might recall him. I'll see y'all later. Well, 20's out.